it started, Jim Fannin. You can feel it in the air here tonight. We're no joke. IWA Mid-South, Midlothian, Illinois, Jim Fannin. How about it?
I don't have a head count. I don't know what the preliminary numbers are in here, but I will go on record right now as saying this is the biggest audience since Something to Prove, and maybe the biggest audience since Morris Mayhem won.
Wow.
Fire Code won't let us break my hometown record.
Absolutely, we are packed to the rafters here in Midlothian, and of course we have coming to the ring two men that fell just short of being the IWA Mid-South Tag Team Champions just a week ago. Team Underground, Eric Priest and Chandler McClure. No more. Oh, sorry.
I still say that Man Pondo used that stop sign to get that disqualification to save the titles.
Absolutely.
Team Underground is the uncrowned IWA Mid-South Tag Team Champions, and I'm not just saying that because I used to use Chandler McClure.
Right. Absolutely. They said they have something to prove here tonight, but they have a very big mountain to climb, but it's a mountain they've climbed in the past, and that is the hardcore tag team of Deranged and Brain Damage. They call themselves Vulgar Display of Anger.
Or are they going to be the Unholy Two?
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see what they get introduced as.
But they are intimidating. They are big. They are bad. These guys, ever since the 2005 King of the Death matches, these two men have had match after match, really impressing everyone.
Well, let's find out what their team name is tonight.
All right, ring announcer Joey Eastman.
Second toughest ring announcer in the business, Joey Eastman.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our opening contest. It is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Your referee, Andy Long. Introducing team number one, first from Lake Forest, Illinois, Chandler McClure. And his tag team partner from Chicago, Illinois, Eric Priest. Together, they are Team Underground. And their opponents, they are the team of Brain Damage and Deranged. Vulgar Display of Power.
Oh, power. I'll get it. I miswrote it. I tried to talk to Deranged and have him tell me what the name was, and he couldn't get it out. I mean, hard to communicate with, Jim. That's all.
Well, they communicate with barbed wire and thumbtacks. We communicate with the English language.
Right.
There's a barrier there that we have to overcome.
I mean, look at him. He's punching himself in the face.
You mean you don't do that to get yourself psyched up for commentary? You don't sit over here and give yourself a good black eye in order to provide commentary on home video?
No, I mean, I'm intense about what I do, but not that intense, Jim. But I'll tell you what, Eric Priest, I was talking to him in the back, Jim, and he says no more this underwear model. He's not an underwear model. He wants me to take it seriously.
Are you name dropping on me, Ben Jordan?
No, I'm talking about Eric Priest.
You talked to Eric Priest.
I talked to all the wrestlers. I try to get information from all. Some of them won't talk to me, but I try to get information from everyone.
Well, I had a conversation with Milano Collection AT today. I'll try to get a translator to tell me what he said, and we'll have that for, is that the main event tonight?
Yeah, it is the main event tonight, absolutely.
This afternoon.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit different here, earlier start. I'd be remiss if I went any further without talking about what we see hanging above the ring later on tonight. It's a 9-way, I believe.
I thought it was 7.
There's like 700 of them. They're all back there.
Whatever, everyone's gonna wow and ooh and ah everybody.
But look at the aggression. Nice aggressive attitude showed off by Eric Priest here. And look at Chandler McClure.
But look at the difference in Eric. Eric Priest lives in a gym, Ben Jordan. That man pumps iron for 14 hours a day.
Oh, absolutely. But you know what? A guy like Brain Damage, while he may not be impressive physically with all the muscles upon muscles like Eric Priest, he's a tough son of a bitch. He's the guy that's at the end of the bar every night drinking and wanting to start a bar fight with somebody.
See, I've touched on this in bits and pieces since my return. But there's a very big difference between strength and power, Ben Jordan. Eric Priest has the strength. He lifts the weights. That's strength. Power, on the other hand, is how hard can you just draw back and jack somebody in the face.
As we're seeing right here.
And Deranged and Brain Damage have the power advantage because power is weight, height, mass, girth, width, and just how hard you're swinging.
Yep.
You know?
Chandler McClure, he's been really getting beaten and battered around here. Butterfly suplex into a pin. 1, 2.
Did you ever think that you would call a butterfly suplex from Deranged?
No, but you know what? These guys are capable of anything. Nothing surprises me with these quote-unquote deathmatch guys.
Look at what Toby Klein has done, you know, against Jigsaw and
Marek Bray.
Oh,
wow, big knee in the corner. Deranged is a big boy, Jim Fan, and there is a lot of weight and a lot of velocity behind that knee.
When someone makes me look like I'm small, that's a big man, and Deranged is a big man.
Chandler McClure firing back, but nope, see, he got caught. Oh, throws him into the corner.
It didn't look like he took full impact on that one, though, because Chandler's a rather big kid himself. You know, he's probably, what, 6'3", 6'4", at least?
Double team now. That tailbone, ouch. Oh, and then they blast him front and back with the kicks, and the crowd showing their appreciation as these two monsters, really, that's all you can really call them, monsters, taking out Team Underground.
And I'm absolutely vulgar, Ben Jordan.
It is. It is a vulgar display of power. Brain Damage now off. Oh, wait a minute now. Drops him across. Priest drops the leg across, springs him right back to his feet. Oh, drops him on the back of his head. Release German suplex.
You know, I'm beating this into the ground, but Chandler McClure never wrestled like this when he was trying to get into the Fannin family. I could have made that man a 4-time cruiser or light heavyweight champion by now if he'd have wrestled like this when I had him.
He has certainly undergone a transformation. He was able to escape, get the tag into his partner. Oh, nice lariat clothesline. Look at that. Takes off his face with a mafia kick. We just haven't seen this type of aggression from either Chandler McClure or Eric Priest, and it's really refreshing.
Wait a minute, looking at Eric Priest, I cannot even make a guess as to where the pent-up aggression's coming from.
Yeah, wait a minute now. We've seen Deranged use this to win matches before. A second rope moonsault, Jim Fannin. Oh, no! He took too much time, though, and Eric Priest was able to move out of the way. Eric Priest knew it. He had it scouted.
You know, so far this match has been a wrestling match, which favors Team Underground by leaps and bounds. I mean, we've seen what Toby Klein can do in a wrestling match.
Oh, wait a minute. Here it is. Spike pile driver. They mistimed it. Not a pile driver nonetheless. It was good enough.
The timing wasn't there, but a pile driver is a pile driver.
Right.
A pile driver was outlawed for 20 years in professional wrestling, Ben Jordan.
Without a doubt, and a very dangerous move. Eric Priest proficient with it. Proficient enough to score a quick 1-2-3. He smartly went for the cover right away. Didn't waste any time in it.
That is the key. You know, when you hit a big move, don't celebrate, just go for the pin, because 3 seconds is not a long time.
All right, we move right along here at We're No Joke, IWA Mid-South. This is the music of a very interesting mind of a person that I really thought Daizee Haze was the nicest person you could ever meet. And something lately has been going on between Daizee Haze and Mickie Knuckles that I just really can't explain, Jim Fannin. Jealousy, maybe a little bit, but nonetheless, we've seen a change in Daizee Haze here in IWA Mid-South.
I haven't gotten to see very much of that, Ben Jordan, because when I'm on the shows, I'm a busy man. I don't have the time to sit and enjoy the action like I have these last few shows. But there was always something that I didn't like about Daizee Haze. Maybe it's the fact that she needs a cheeseburger, I don't know. but I think she's hungry, and that's why she's been mean lately.
Yeah.
Because when I get hungry, I know that I can be a bear to be around.
I know that feeling myself. Daizee Haze has been wanting to regain that women's championship here in IWA Mid-South, of course held by Mickie Knuckles at the moment.
And her tag team partner in this matchup, Vanessa Kraven,
Yes.
from Canada.
Montreal.
This woman is a monster. I had to pick this lady up at the I had to cut a hole in the top of my car when I picked her up at the airport today because she's 6'3". She's almost as tall as Chris Hero.
That's
Ben Jordan.
incredible.
And that is a big woman.
Yeah. Luckily, I went up to her and spoke with her when she was sitting down, because then I could see her face to face. But I got a chance to talk with her. Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Of course, the only woman on the roster at IWS out of Canada. So I know she can sympathize a little bit with what Mickie Knuckles goes through. I know there are other women that come through here, but she's the main woman on the roster, so I know that she can sympathize with Mickie Knuckles and what she goes through.
Yeah, I've heard that Vanessa has wrestled more men than she has wrestled women because of that situation in Canada. And the fans on the message board have just been truly wanting this matchup.
Wow, look at that. Vanessa Kraven making her IWA Mid-South debut.
And since she scares the hell out of me, let me just say, a very attractive lady.
Yeah.
Very attractive lady, Ben Jordan.
Oh, yes.
The fact that she can kick the two of our asses together, that does not cause me to be biased in saying that.
Look at the difference in size alone between her and her tag team partner. But I wonder if there was maybe a phone call, because they do have matching gear tonight.
Are they the Purple Assassins?
I don't know, but these two have their hands full with a couple of women who are still owed a slot in the Chris Candido Tag Team Tournament. Long-time rivals coming together. Of course, MsChif, Jim Bannon, MsChif has been, from the minute she's walked into IWA Mid-South, she's transformed the women's division here in IWA Mid-South.
MsChif, former IWA Mid-South, NWA Midwest Ladies Champions. I believe Daizee Haze is the current
NWA Midwest, correct.
And then Mickie Knuckles, IWA Mid-South Ladies Champion. But as you touched on, Mickie and MsChif, first ever ladies cage match, first blood match.
Yep.
And for the longest time, Mickie Knuckles was probably 0-20 against MsChif before she finally got a win.
Yeah.
She got 2 victories over her. She beat her in a cage, and she beat her for the IWA Mid-South title. Last time they wrestled, it was a double pin.
Yeah, these are as evenly matched, so they said, the heck with it. Let's stop this beating the crap out of each other. Let's join forces. And they begged and pleaded with Ian Rotten to get themselves entered into the Chris Candido tournament later on this year.
But how well has that rivalry been put behind them, Ben Jordan?
That will be the question going into this match. Really, it's a tag team match with two teams that are really not familiar with their partners. So there's really not going to be any advantage when it comes to that sense.
Mickie Knuckles sporting new gear to match MsChif tonight.
Look out now. I love coordination between tag team partners.
I will do my best, Ben Jordan, not to use the words hubba hubba on commentary here.
I was going to say something, but I figured we'll see how it goes, but of course.
Well, seeing how Mickie kicked me in the face, no hubba hubbas tonight.
No, yeah.
We'll just call the action.
The following tag team elimination match is to unify the NWA Midwest Women's Championship and the IWA Mid-South Women's Championship. Your referee, PJ Drummond.
Well, it's good to see Ed and Ian have put their differences behind them involving the women's championships. Get a unification here tonight. I don't like that. I'm uncomfortable with...
Introducing team number 1, first from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Vanessa Kraven.
Whoa! Hey!
I'm offended at that, Ben Jordan.
Oh, come on.
And her tag team partner from Forest Park, Illinois. She is the reigning NWA Midwest Women's Champion, Daizee Haze.
I think she may have forgotten her belt.
Yeah, where is the belt? It's to unify the belt, and she doesn't bring the belt.
Well, you know, she likes to, you know.
We know she didn't trade it for a cheeseburger.
And her tag team partner from Clarksville, Indiana. She is the reigning IWA Mid-South Women's Champion, the walking episode of Cops, Mickie Knuckles.
You know, I did forget to ask about that. I don't. The walking episode of Cops. What?
I haven't asked Joey Eastman, but I believe somebody's always getting their ass kicked on an episode of Cops. And wherever Mickie Knuckles goes, she's kicking ass. So she's a walking episode of Cops. That's how I see it anyway.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll get official
she's not in trouble with the law, and she's not a law enforcement officer.
Yeah,
so
I was gonna say.
it's got to be the fact that she just kicks ass.
Sheriff Mickie Knuckles?
Sheriff Mickie. I'd vote for her.
Sure.
But then again, I'm biased.
That is true. But at least she remembered to bring her title.
Yes.
I guess I'm not going to say that because, you know, maybe got stolen. I mean, we start off here with two women very familiar with one another. This is about the 800 billionth time these two have wrestled one another in some form or fashion.
And it's split down the middle as to who wins and who loses.
But there is some bad blood between these two. On a couple of occasions, Mickie's been split wide open from a belt shot from her. Right in the baby maker. What the hell? Oh, fires right back though. Oh, right.
Daisy's gonna need to go to a dentist after that forearm.
Yeah, and those headbutts are gonna knock her silly.
Come on, MsChif. I know you don't like her.
She's gonna lose 10 more pounds due to the all-soup diet she's gonna have to go on.
Oh, and Daizee gets the heck away. She knows MsChif all too well, but now MsChif and Vanessa Kraven. Here we go. We've heard a lot about her, Jim.
Now we're gonna see if she can.
Whoa.
If she can take a couple of forearms.
Yes, she can.
I was gonna say we're gonna see if she can stand up to the competition here in IWA.
MsChif is a tough customer. Nobody's budging there either. A third time?
Am I the only one that enjoys listening to MsChif scream like that?
I don't know, but now look at this. Very creative submission hold.
Would you let MsChif do that to you, Ben Jordan?
Oh, but very. That's what you do. That's the way to break it. I'd let MsChif do that to me, yes. Oh, high knee drop.
Is that a Brody knee?
Oh, lots of force, lots of height on that leg drop as well.
Well, all she's got to do is pick her leg up, and there's a lot of height on the leg drop.
Cover. On the arm now.
But with MsChif, you always have to be aware of the mist, the desecrator. I mean, MsChif may be smaller than Vanessa Kraven, but she's not a small woman in her own right. And she's got a lot of, we talked about it earlier, power that she throws with those shots. And
reaches to the ropes, though. Kraven had to break the arm. Kraven now looks for the tag. Tags in Daizee Haze. Haze now back in. Of course, these two familiar with one another. Now grabs those shoulders now wrenched back. Vanessa Kraven had already put some work into that shoulder.
At this point, I think the strategy for Mickie and MsChif should be keep Daizee in the ring.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Because not that there's anything wrong with Daizee's wrestling, but just the fact that...
Oh, no, wait. Mickie trying to get in to try to help her partner, but referee right on top of it says no, no, no.
And he got put on his ass for it, too. But anyway, the size differential is so great. Get rid of Daizee and then double team on Vanessa because it may take the two of them to get her down and in a predicament to be pinned.
Absolutely. Vanessa Kraven uses the power bomb as her finisher. You can imagine what the height on that. I mean, oh! Daizee Haze dropped right on the top of her head. Both women down. Advantage will certainly go to the one that can reach their feet first, get to their partner. MsChif in desperate need of getting to Mickie Knuckles.
That she is. She's been worked over quite well by these two. Submission holds on the shoulder. And the walking episode of Cops just waiting to get in.
Literally itching at it. Here we go now. Tag in. She goes to tag, but no, wait a minute. Waist lock drags her back into the middle of the ring. Very smart. Like you said, keep Daizee in the ring. That's the strategy. That's got to be the strategy. Wait a minute.
Daizee nowhere near big enough to do that cross body block.
Wait a minute.
Spin.
Oh, drops her down. Standing moonsault 2. No, Daizee Haze able to get up. Unbelievable.
For sure that was going to be a 3.
Yeah, jeez. She ducks under the clothesline now. German suplex with a bridge. Look at that.
Double pin.
Double pin. Wait a minute. Both women's shoulders down on the mat. PJ Drummond. Joe Eastman, go find out for us. What is the official word from the... Confusion has come here to We're No Joke. It is April 1st. This isn't an April Fool's joke, is it?
I don't think so.
MsChif and Daizee Haze have been eliminated.
Double elimination. We're going to have a new NWA Midwest Women's Champion.
Down to one-on-one. This was an elimination style match.
And this is what the crowd wanted to see. They wanted to see these two go at it. And look at Vanessa just tower over Mickie.
She throws the first strike. And the difference here is Vanessa strikes down while Mickie has to strike up. You'd imagine that Vanessa Kraven is able to get a little bit more force behind her shots, but Mickie drops her to a knee first.
And then she got down on a knee too.
Said the heck with it. Let's just keep going.
That is just sickening.
Wow! Vanessa Kraven says, I've got a little something for you too. Oh, wow! These two women are going toe to toe.
Double forearms, both down.
Wow!
MsChif is still ringside. Where's Daizee?
I don't know if Daizee's left right now.
Daizee's leaving. MsChif is still ringside.
Wait a minute now.
We could be seeing the whiskey lullaby.
That's absolutely that avalanche German suplex. Now throws her into the ropes. The miss.
Miss to the face.
Vanessa Kraven, you can see her face. I don't even think PJ's
Redneck hangover.
There it is, the redneck hangover. 1, 2, 3.
Here's your winner, and still IWA Mid-South Women's Champion, and new NWA Midwest Women's Champion, Mickie Knuckles!
I'm not sure, Jim Fannin, but I don't think PJ Drummond saw Vanessa Kraven's face before that whiskey hangover, or the redneck hangover, excuse me. I don't think, and he just now sees that her face is full of the mist.
And how did it get there? I don't know.
It just happened magically, apparently. That's going to be his.
I don't think he's going to be a popular ref again.
PJ Drummond, another rough night. As you can see, the fans giving their respect to Vanessa Kraven. A hell of an effort, a hell of a debut here in IWA Mid-South.
They want to see a conclusive ending to the battle between Mickie and Vanessa Kraven. Mickie pinned her But would she have pinned her without the help of MsChif? That's the big question.
Mickie Knuckles now is the undisputed women's champion in NWA Midwest and IWA Mid-South.
The only way you can be eliminated from this match is to be pinned, submit, or put through a table. The latter cannot come into play until all 9 men have entered the ring.
Okay, I get here today, and it's a 7-man crazy affair. How did it get up to 9?
2 more guys showed up and they said, hey, I want in too. I guess that's all you need. Just show up with your gear and you can maybe get a shot at the world title. I mean, 2 guys.
I'm here, I want a shot!
You want to get this match with these guys? Tables, ladders, and chairs? I mean, by all means, Jim, I love having you here, but I'd love to see you get in this match. Maybe even 10, come on.
I'd be the 0 with my shape.
Marek Brave, the first man to enter. It was him that started this whole debacle when he came out and tried to challenge Eric Cannon to a world title shot. Yeah. Tyler Blackman came out, then Trik Davis came out, then the Crist brothers came out, then Ricochet and Chuck Taylor came out. It was madness. Ian decided, all right, forget it. We're putting all 9 of you, or 7 of you at the time, we're putting all of you in a table, ladders, and chair match. We're hanging a contract for the world title up above the ring, and whoever gets it wins. So here we are, 9-man craziness.
I go away for 2 months, and chaos ensues.
Unbelievable.
And you open the door and you step inside. We're inside our
Darin
hearts.
Corbin also involved in this match, and I believe Billy Rock also involved in this match. And now, very interesting, the first 2 men to enter this match, tag team partners, longtime friends, Marek Brave and Tyler Black will start this
If they were smart,
match.
if they were smart, they just stand there for a minute and jump whoever the 3rd competitor is, work as a team, because you can't win until all the guys are out. Work as a team until then.
Sure, absolutely. You'd think they have an advantage in that way. The Crist brothers, both Jake and Dave, they have an advantage in that they have a tag team partner. A man they know will have their back, or you would assume would have their back when push came to shove.
Oh, is he getting ready to hate his parents?
Yes, he hates his parents so much. Tyler Black, a former IWA Mid-South light heavyweight champion, had a very impressive match just a week ago in the debuting Low Key in Streamwood. He showed he was a tough kid in that match because Low Key laid a whooping on him.
Low Key definitely put a beating on him. And now
I hate my parents so much. And the guy that gargles glass is gonna mosh with him.
I thought it was he gargled razor blades.
Whatever, sharp objects nonetheless.
But what a waste of energy. You got 8 guys you gotta beat.
He's a young guy, he's an athlete, he's in shape. He can do that, I guess.
When I was young, I didn't have enough energy to do all that.
So that's why we're sitting over here and they're up there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man who drew #1 from Davenport, Iowa, Marek Brave.
I'm impressed. He was able to draw a #1. It took him 4 years of grade school to do it, but
And
by
the
God, he
man
did it.
Who drew #2 from Buffalo, Iowa, Tyler Black.
The unluck of the draw, if you will. These 2 men are going to have to survive through 9 other men, or 8 other men, excuse me, to win this match. They're going to have to go the longest. Well, yeah. With each other, too. You got to count them.
I don't know what they do to each other, Ben Jordan.
You know, I have always questioned that, too. I mean, all those long road trips, they both have long hair, but they squint. It's really, they could be a woman. Never mind. Collar and elbow tie-up, though. We're going to start off. They're not going to follow your strategy, obviously.
Well, they're not smart enough to follow my strategy. I've never led anybody to a championship before, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, one of these men at the end of the night could be the one that walks out of We're No Joke with a championship match when he pleases.
I'm going to guess right now that it's not going to be either of these two, just due to the simple fact that they're going to have to go the longest. And so the odds are against them. And then since they're not smart enough to save their energy right now...
Well, they're not really exerting themselves too much here in the opening goings. This match just getting started. I mean, the action's really not even going to pick up until all 9 men get in this match because... And that is the music of Trik Davis. Absolutely. Marek, Kraven, Tyler Black continue to go back and forth as Trik Davis is entered into this match. Great back and forth action between Black and the Brave. Oh, nice forearm, and Trik Davis comes with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, I could say.
But I don't like that strategy. If I'm Trik Davis, I'm standing on the floor. I'm like, you two go ahead and wrestle. Do whatever you want in there.
You can't win this match till all 9 men are in the match, unless you can somehow jump up there and get it before the ladder gets introduced.
That still is not.
Is that that's not legal?
You cannot do that until all guys are into the matchup. So if I'm Trik Davis, there's not too many empty chairs, just the people that are at the concession stand in the bathroom.
Yeah.
But pull up a chair, come back here and sit with us and call the match until everybody's out.
Why
Just because you drew number 3 doesn't mean you got to be in the ring and fighting. You're not going to get counted out.
Nevertheless, now Trik Davis finds himself against tag team partners. The odds against him, and now the next entrant. Billy Rock, a very impressive newcomer here to IWA Mid-South. And now, wait a minute, Billy, he's going to get some momentum going. He's going to get going. Billy Rock now, up and over.
You know, we saw Billy Rock team with Nate Webb last month against the team of Marek and Tyler. He wasn't successful in that matchup. I've seen him lose to Darin Corbin.
He's had a bit of a losing streak to Darin Corbin. Hasn't been able to figure out Darin Corbin.
How many people can figure that guy out?
He's an enigma wrapped in a riddle. That's for sure.
What did you just say? He's
an enigma wrapped in a riddle.
Oh, yeah. Enigma! I thought you said something else.
No. And now, that's our first chair introduced into this tables, ladders, and chair match. 1 chair. Trik Davis throws in a second chair.
Who drew number 5, Crist.
1 half of the Irish Airborne, Crist.
Okay, I'm not even going to call his name, because I'll call him by his old name.
Oh, drop toe hold. What do we got here? What is this?
Modified Boston Crab with chairs.
Oh my God! I think they just decapitated him. Trik Davis. Oh my God!
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Whoa! Crist all over Billy Rock now. Oh my God. Trik Davis is in all kinds of trouble here. Right on the button there with that drop kick.
Tremendous height, perfect form.
Crist now sets up the ladder, or the chair, excuse me. Wait a minute.
So he's Dave.
He's Dave, yes. Whoa! Shades of Sabu! Crist, amazing!
And can you imagine what Ricochet can do off the top of the ladder?
Side suplex, busted the chair as Chuck Taylor has entered into this.
Who busted the chair? That's $8 out of your payday, damn it.
Dave Crist is the one rolling around. That chair is destroyed. Billy Rock working over Tyler Black as Chuck Taylor smartly in a way just kind of waiting it out, see what happens. Now he's gonna jump in.
Yeah, but throwing a couple of kicks doesn't wear down the energy.
Oh! You can hear the impact. Billy Rock now sets up the chair across the chest of Tyler Black. Oh! Sacrifices his own body a little bit in order to defend.
I am not a fan of that, Ben Jordan.
I know, we've talked about that so many times, Jim.
You know, I know it's called high risk, but there's a fine line between high risk and stupidity.
Absolutely.
And he could have drop kicked that chair.
And now, wait a minute now. Merrick, you can't trust the IWA ring to hold up anything here.
Hey,
beautiful.
new canvas looks dashing.
Yes, it does.
Wasn't quite the color we expected, but...
And who drew number 7?
Oh!
Crist.
The other Crist brother, Jake, or Jay. He goes right after Chuck Taylor.
See, now the tide's going to turn because now you've got 2 tag teams out there and 2 guys that don't have a connection.
Absolutely.
3 guys that don't have a
2
connection.
more men still to come. Oh! Rolls him to his feet. The Crist brothers using a little bit of that double team action. We've seen it in the past. Drop down, drop kick. Chuck Taylor and Jay Crist in one corner. I can see over the heads. Billy Rock looking to maybe suplex Tyler Black out of the ring. Tyler Black turns it around though. Drapes him across the top rope.
I thought we were going to see a slingshot suplex. Chuck Taylor has control over...
Jake Crist, the blonde one is Jake. Ricochet finally in the match here. We see him finally get in the ring.
How many guys do we even have out here now?
8, I think. We're at 8.
So we're left with Darin Corbin.
And I think we had an elimination there, Jim.
Who got eliminated?
The final participant, Corbin.
We had an elimination, Jim, but at this point I don't know exactly who it was.
I think somebody in front of me said it was Billy Rock.
That could be the case. That
now they can.
the ladder.
The light bulb just went on Tyler and Marek.
And now wait, you can see they're telling everybody, hey, look out! Let's not get. You of course, Darin Corbin, accompanied by
the dork in a suit.
And now you can see, I don't know if Smart Mark can see it, but Vince Jones brings the ladder down. This match has just gone to another level, literally and figuratively.
Can we see what the belt says from Darin Corbin tonight? And is his belt on the line?
I don't know. But he stopped all the action.
Everybody's taking a breather. They're being smart.
And now look at it. Oh, close it. Enough, they say. Call the timeout, they say. And oh, the other participants have unceremoniously ejected Corbin from this matchup.
I believe that's what you call a clubber in Benjamin.
Absolutely. Oh, Chuck Taylor with a very impressive move there.
But he's going after Ricochet. They teamed the last time we saw him, and now they're beating the crap out of each other. But again, every man for himself. This is a chance to become IWA Mid-South Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, these chances do not come along often.
Especially for the light heavyweights.
Absolutely.
This may be their only chance.
Guys like Ricochet and Chuck Taylor have only had 2 or 3 matches here in IWA Mid-South. They could be in a world title match at the end of this match. Any man's game here at this point, as the ladder has now been introduced.
I want to see what Ricochet can do off the top of the ladder.
I'm scared to find out, really.
The double moonsault impresses the hell out of me. I want to see what he can do from even higher.
Jake Crist now, baseball slide.
The concession stand's getting invaded, it looks like. Bring me back some nachos.
Yeah, I could use a hot dog. Oh! Cross body all the way to the floor.
That sounded painful.
These guys pulling out all the stops. There is no length that these guys won't go to get that envelope that hangs precariously here. Chuck Taylor now brings the ladder into the ring, Jim.
The IWA Mid-South Heavyweight title is very prestigious, Ben Jordan. I've taken 6 different men to 7 or 8 different title reigns. I know that title very well.
Oh, back body drop into the chair, Jim.
Onto the ladder.
On the ladder, yeah, absolutely. But Chuck Taylor kicks out, keeps himself in this match. That's the other aspect of this match, Jim, is that if you're pinned or you submit, you're gone.
I don't think anybody's going to submit in this situation. You're going to have to pin him or put him through a table.
Yes, absolutely.
Because this is way too important to quit.
Oh, beautiful! Dave actually walked up the ladder and moonsaulted off.
Yeah, but it's more impressive. Wow. It's more impressive when you walk up the ladder when it's not set up.
Well, yeah.
Me or you can walk up a ladder. We can't do that.
No, absolutely. Dave going for one more now. He says, let's do it again.
Waited too long.
Yeah, he telegraphed it. And Tyler Black now going to crawl up that ladder with him. This is going to get dangerous. The other Crist brother now in. Oh! Unbelievable. No, we didn't hear a 3.
I can't see anything.
Only Billy Rock has been eliminated from this match. Oh! Throws Ricochet face first into the ladder.
That looked like 3D coming out of the ring right at us.
Whoa! Another dive right at you here.
I think he just ended up in the 4th row. Oh my God, here comes another one.
Chuck Taylor now gonna take flight. Oh, beautiful!
It's Ricochet!
Wait a minute! Smartly! Look at Ricochet! Is he gonna go for the... No,
Let's hope that he goes for the win here.
And wait a minute!
Good God!
Oh my God! A double moonsault off the ladder to the outside! Oh my God! I have seen it all!
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!
I think holy shit just became the official name of that move.
Oh my! He hit his foot on the rope holding the... Oh my God! I've seen a lot of things in my life, Jim Bannon, but good God!
But now time for criticism of a rookie. Everybody was on the floor. He was on the ladder. All he had to do was pull it down, and he could have been the next heavyweight champion. Thank you for flipping your life in jeopardy and doing that crazy stuff, but the object is to win.
It may have been a mistake. Corbin now.
Wait, Trik's got it!
No! Oh, Trik Davis landed on his head onto that doomsday device.
Oh, what a rush!
Not a rush for Trik Davis as he led head first into the mat. Scary situation there. And now Chuck Taylor precariously laid across. Marek Brave now going to go to the top rope with Chuck Taylor laid across the table. What does he have in mind? Oh, and he slips off the ropes. And Chuck Taylor smartly takes advantage, got up off the table.
Oh!
Missed time.
I think Marek just killed himself.
Marek Brave missed jump there. Scary situation.
Brave has been eliminated.
Did Marek go through a table?
I think he may have.
I think Marek might have put himself through a table.
Nevertheless, he couldn't continue in this match after that. Oh! We've seen them use that in the past. And now with a little bit more flair as Trik Davis finishes it off with a double stomp.
Ricochet has been eliminated.
Oh, and look at that! Jake Crist threw a chair in his brother's face and then kicked him.
I can't see anything, Ben. I cannot see a thing.
Darin Corbin has eliminated Chuck Taylor. The action so fast and furious here. Oh my! Whacked him in the head with a chair. Tyler Black now sets up the chair. No, wait! Instead, slams the chair down on his fallen opponent. Unbelievable back and forth action, Jim Pennon.
Has Marek gotten up?
I'm not sure. Let's hope he's okay.
You know, and what does that do to Tyler? I mean, is he going to show?
He watched it. He watched it happen.
He watched it happen. Is that going to throw off his game the rest of this match?
Oh! Just see flying bodies everywhere.
That's all we can see.
Jamming that ladder into the stomach of Jake Crist. Tyler Black now, you can see, looking to get the envelope. Can he get it? No. Jake now, precariously, down, suplexes him off the ladder.
Belly to back suplex from 8 feet in the air.
Unbelievable impact on both men. It is literally anyone's match of those that are left here. Darin Corbin, Jake Crist, Dave Crist, Tyler Black, all still, and Trik Davis as well has not been eliminated to my knowledge. It's like a car wreck. There's bodies everywhere. There's debris everywhere. Some crowd in awe. Now trying to rally.
I'm still in awe from the double moonsault of doom to the floor.
Wow. We're only 3 matches in, Jim. We have a stacked card to still go. Unbelievable action here, and we're no joke. If anyone thinks that IWA Mid-South is a joke, I dare you at this point to say anything differently.
I would also dare you to try to say that to my face. it would be the end of your life.
Dave, Crist now to the top rope. Trik stops him. And now, oh no, we may see a Hurricane Rana to the outside.
I hope we don't. Oh! I didn't hear anything break.
No. He hit the table, but it didn't break, and that's an IWA Mid-South staple. The unbreakable tables.
Everybody always got those unbreakable tables floating around.
Tyler Black now to the top.
It broke that time!
Wow! Very impressive. We didn't get to see it, but both Crist brothers were on the table, so they're both eliminated. A 2-for-1 for Tyler Black. I believe that now leaves Darin Corbin, Trik Davis, and Tyler Black as the only 3 men still in this match with a shot to get a match with Eric Cannon or whoever is the current IWA Mid-South World Heavyweight Champion. What a chance it would be for any of these 3 men. Trik Davis reverses out. Oh, knees to the grill. Oh, swung him around, reverse Hurricane Rana. Dumped him on his grill, on his face. Darin Corbin now gets to his feet. He's going to try to take advantage.
He's climbing up from the backside.
See, the thing is, it's not just grabbing and pulling it down. There's some effort that needs to be put into unhooking that clasp, so it's not just a matter of climbing up there and grabbing it.
Big headbutt!
You've got to have enough, and now this is the opening Trik Davis was looking for. He is... Trik now. Oh, no, wait a minute, Chris Hero! What is he doing? Chris Hero has no business here! No! Oh, come on! Chris Hero! He should be preparing for Milano later on tonight. What the hell is he doing? He cost Trik Davis his championship title match. And now Darin Corbin. Darin
Corbin gets a title shot!
Unbelievable turn of events. Chris Hero! I can't believe it!
The question is, was Hero bought and paid for by the dork in the suit? Or is that his own hatred for Trik Davis, making sure that he doesn't get a title shot?
I have no idea what's going through the head of Chris Hero. I'll be perfectly honest with you, Jim Bannon. You've known him longer than I have, but in the short time I've known...
Maybe we'll hear from Hero now.
And Darin Corbin now.
Hero, thank you for congratulating me on all my hard work. That finally paid off. And you need to face Eric Cannon. But Chris, I don't need your help.
Oh! Darin Corbin getting a little frisky. He shoves back at Chris Hero and says, I don't need your help.
One more thing, Chris. Unlike you at TPI, I'm going to beat Eric Cannon.
Oh! And Chris Hero has been one-upped by Darin Corbin here tonight. How does that pie on your face taste, Chris Hero?
Boy, that's a fine how do you do. The guy comes out, hands you victory on a silver platter. A victory that Darren Corbin would not have had.
No, Trik Davis had that match won.
And I think Trik is busted open.
He is. And now Ian Rotten.
Why did you stop Hero? You hate him so much, but not when he kicks my ass.
Boston Crab with chairs.
Oh! Oh my God! And this, the music of a man, the last time we were here in Midlothian, got his ass handed to him by the Iron Saints unceremoniously. And you can see he is pissed off. He is not forgotten.
Last time I was here, you put me through a table and ran off like a bunch of bitches. Well, I'm in the middle of the ring right now. Come and get some of your three homos.
Neither of the Thomasellis or Eddie Kingston were scheduled to be here tonight, but Eddie Kingston made the trip because he has unfinished business with the Iron Saints, Vito, Sale, and Brandon Thomaselli. And now wait a minute, he gets right into it. All three Thomaselli brothers. This is a battle that Kingston cannot win. He cannot beat three Thomaselli brothers.
He can come close, Ben. Eddie Kingston is a tough son of a bitch. And if anybody can do it, he can.
The odds are so stacked against him here. These guys, Vito and Sal, are two-time IWA-MS Tag Team. What? This stops the Iron Saints in their tracks. What the hell? Larry Sweeney has hit the ring. Larry Sweeney and Eddie Kingston go way back to their days training in Chikara, and I'm sure he couldn't stand to see his friend get beat down any longer.
You know, usually you don't think of Sweeney as a fighter, but he's right out here fighting side by side.
Unfortunately, the odds caught up with him too, Jim Fannin. And the Iron Saints have played the numbers game. They always do. It's always a matter of numbers with them. Oh, wait a minute! Later on tonight, we were scheduled to see Spike Dudley against Brandon Thomaselli.
And Spike's to our right! Watch out, people, watch out!
The Thomasellis are looking at the entranceway. They think
this is gonna even the odds, man! And only the fans on our side of the ring know what the hell's going on!
the Thomasellis have no clue. And now Spike evens the odds with a chair. Spike Dudley has come to the aid of Larry Sweeney and Eddie Kingston.
Now it's 3-on-3. Let's see how big and bad the Thomasellis are.
Eddie Kingston, you and I don't always see eye to eye, but we got Spike friggin' Dudley. That's how the road to America with you, buddy. And I've always got your back. So guys, what do you say? Six-man tag!
Do the Thomasellis accept the challenge?
Be awfully coward of him not to.
empty halls while you're over there smiling. Whether you want to wrestle us or not, I got one thing to say.
What's that? You don't have a job?
That might be true. That's true. I got fired by the WWE. Oh, boo-hoo for me! Boo-hoo for me! I got fired by a bunch of pussies and whips and guys that don't know the first goddamn thing about wrestling.
Preach on, brother! Preach on!
I've been in wars that you haven't imagined. I've been in brawls that you cannot imagine. And you think you want to sit here and back down me? Here we go, 6-man match. I'm going to take you to the extreme.
Oh, here we go. Those are strong words from Spike Dudley.
Okay, it's okay to take the Thomasellis to the extreme. Leave the microphone alone. That's expensive equipment.
Always looking at the bottom line, Jim. That's what I love about you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 6-man tag team match scheduled for one fall.
I guess they accepted the challenge.
The team of Sal, Vito, and Brandon Thomaselli, the Iron Saints. And their opponents, the team of the Kingston, Sweet and Sour Larry Sweeney, and Spike Dudley.
The odds have been evened up here, Jim Fannin, and now it's a matter of, do the Thomasellis, when the odds are even, do they have what it takes to overcome three big-time stars and big-time wrestlers in Eddie Kingston, Larry Sweeney, and Spike Dudley?
The odds have to be in the Thomasellis' favor. I mean, they're brothers. They've known each other all their lives. They've wrestled together. You know, Sweeney and Kingston, I don't even know if they've ever officially tagged before.
No.
I mean, it's one thing to train together and, you know, spar, but that doesn't get you the camaraderie of being a tag team. And I know they've never teamed with Spike Dudley before.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Foreign to each other, but you got to imagine the fire burning inside of Eddie Kingston to get his hands on any three of the Thomaselli brothers. I mean, in a straight-up situation, he has still not been able to get one-on-one in a straight situation with one of the Thomasellis. And Spike Dudley, he has gotten riled up here. He is a riled up.
Allow me to say, hallelujah!
Finally, we get the Thomasellis to get to the ring. Looks like the eldest, Vito, is going to begin with Larry Sweeney. Sweeney strutting his stuff, and you can see Eddie Kingston just chomping at the bit to get in there and get his hands on any of the Thomasellis.
I can't believe that Kingston's not starting it out for his team. And another reason why the Thomasellis have the advantage is I know that the Thomasellis have seen Spike Dudley wrestle. Has Spike ever seen the Thomasellis?
Not very. They did do a little bit of training with Spike at Pro Wrestling Iron about 2 years ago. But that's the last time that Spike Dudley had crossed paths with the Iron Saints. It didn't take very long for the Iron Saints to piss him off, though.
But the Iron Saints have changed a lot over the last 2 years, too.
Absolutely. Former tag team champions. Of course, the last time we were in this building, they were in a no-rope barbed wire Taipei death match with Ian Rotten and Madman Pondo. Say what you will about the Thomasellis, but they are tough. They don't back down from any challenge. But
I
Larry
didn't get to
Sweeney,
see that one, Ben Jordan.
Larry Sweeney getting a little bit of a mental advantage here. And now here we go, Eddie Kingston.
You know, it's been 4 months since I've been in this building, Ben.
He's drawing a line in the sand.
And you know what Sal likes.
Back and forth. Eddie Kingston, back and forth.
Okay, after that last slap, Sal doesn't like the cock as much.
No, not at all. Knife edge chops back and forth. Kingston now sends him off. Big shoulder tackle. And Sal trying to get away. Now just body shots. Forearm them. Right back into the corner. Now this is not where Eddie Kingston wants to be, Jim Fannin.
3-on-1 again, as you talked about. The Thomasellis love the advantage. And who can blame them? I mean, if I'm going to get into a fight, I would love for it to be 3-on-1. But it's not helping him right now.
Spike Dudley. Now wait a minute. Oh! The Thomasellis now trying to take the 3-on-1 advantage. Spike smartly grabs a chair and gives chase. Chases off the Thomasellis. Thankfully, because they're like a pack of hyenas. All over you if they get the chance.
Well, this is going to buy Eddie Kingston a little bit of time to recover. He's going to need a lot of time to recover after the 2 moves they just hit him with. But Eddie Kingston, when he was in the Fannin family, he was a machine. He was a fighter. And it's going to take an awful lot to put him down. And when you get him riled up and he's got a reason to want to fight even more, he's that much tougher.
And now we hear the crowd. You were trying to reference this earlier.
I was going to say it's shocking the difference between the Plainfield crowd and the Midlothian crowd, because the Plainfield crowd would have been on Sal with that from the opening get-go of this match.
Absolutely.
And we're 5 minutes in before the Midlothian crowd gets around to reminding the people that Sal loves the cock.
Eddie Kingston, not only did he have his nether regions, I'll call it, rammed into the bottom post, but then also was crushed across the top of a steel chair. And look at the Iron Saints just gloating. Eddie Kingston, he's legitimately hurt. He can't even stand up. And Spike now says the hell, and now Sal didn't even see him coming, and Spike Dudley all over Sal, clubbing forearms.
I guess at this point we're going to go with Lucha rules. Eddie Kingston outside the ring, so
Eddie Kingston needs a breather for sure.
Legal man in the ring.
Probably needs a bag of ice. Oh! A lot of velocity. You could see him wind up there on that lariat.
I've seen better, but that was an impressive clothesline.
I don't want to call Spike Dudley small, because sometimes guys get offended by that sort of thing, but he's not the biggest guy, but he got as much as he could behind that lariat for sure.
Oh, fuck you! Go buy a ticket somewhere else! This is IWA!
Spike letting somebody have it over there.
Absolutely. Spike now goes to send him off. No reverse by Sal. Head right in the stomach. Wait a minute, the acid drop. Oh, he hit it. That could be it. 1, 2, no.
What did Larry Sweeney do?
Spike got a chair across the head. I want to point out, Jim Fannin, that Joey Eastman and Vince Jones are tending to Eddie Kingston. I think he might be seriously injured. He has not gotten up off the floor. I mean, I know he's a tough guy, but when you have there's only so much you can do. A man is only so big. When you kick him there, or you hit him there. Come on. The Iron Saints will cut any corner necessary, and they wanted no piece of Eddie Kingston. They did not want to have to stand toe-to-toe with Eddie Kingston.
Well, the Iron Saints are smart. They knew that one-on-one, Eddie Kingston would tear them apart. With the animosity that Eddie has for the Saints, they wouldn't stand a chance one-on-one. They might not even have stood a chance 2-on-1, but 3-on-1, putting him into that ring post. You know, the body's not meant to go crotch first into steel like that.
No, not at all. Want to also point out, Spike Dudley busted wide open with that chair shot on the outside.
And again, Sweeney hurting his partner.
Yeah, absolutely. The Thomaselli's taking advantage of the situation, hammering away at that open wound on the face and then the head of Spike Dudley.
Well, since I haven't said it yet this match, former tag team champions, the Iron Saints, because I like saying how they're the former champs now, but they've got complete control of this matchup. It's 3-on-2, and probably will be 3-on-2 for the rest of this matchup.
Spike Dudley in trouble here. That chair shot on the outside really did as much damage to Spike Dudley potentially as what they did to Eddie Kingston. Larry Sweeney's the only man left standing for his team, and he can't even get into the match.
No, and he keeps trying to, and that just hurts his partners. Someone needs to tell Sweeney to chill out and be patient.
The Iron Saints, I think Vito, I think he put a set of knuckles of... Oh, and he got him. I don't know if the referee saw it.
I don't think he did. And Sweeney allowing himself to be goaded into the ring like this. And, you know, Bryce is just doing his job, but eventually you go, yeah, let him go and get the pricks.
He's got his knuckles taped.
Now, I think the brass knuckles have been passed to Sal Thomaselli, and yes, you could see he hit him with those brass knuckles and his brothers.
Now I think Brandon has him.
Passing the knuckles along. Oh, the throat across the rope, all the weight crashing down on the back of his head.
Yeah, either Brandon's putting the brass knuckles into his tights or he's got a bad case of jock itch.
Larry Sweeney, desperate to get a tag here. He could change the complexion of this match if he could get in here. He's fresh. He hasn't had the beating laid down on him like Spike Dudley has here. As the Thomasellis, the Iron Saints, have really done a number on Spike Dudley. Eddie Kingston still on the ground, has not been able to get up yet.
And that just shows you how devastating that maneuver is.
Drops him on his knee, high knee. Oh, standing shooting star, Brandon Thomaselli. Now tags in Sal. Still Spike Dudley unable to muster up enough strength to get himself over to his corner. Desperate at this point is an understatement as to what
he just collapsed on his own.
Spike Dudley has been beaten and battered. He's been bleeding for about the last 5 minutes.
And rapid blood loss like that takes so much energy out of you. Unless you've been in a situation like that, you just can't really know exactly how it feels. But
and now Sal went back into his tights. I think he's got those brass knucks again.
He does. They're on there.
And now Bryce Remsburg distracted again. Oh, and Sal hammers away a shot.
And again.
On another one. Spike is in trouble. But wait! He blocked it. Right hand. Another. Can he get the adrenaline going? Spike Dudley. He needs to get to the corner. A flurry. Oh! Double stomp. He's got to get to Larry Sweeney. He so desperately needs to get to Larry Sweeney. This match essentially 3-on-2 as Eddie Kingston has been non-existent from the early moments of this match. The Iron Saints.
Eddie got a flurry in, but yeah, he was taken out quickly. And there's the tag!
He finally gets the tag, Larry Sweeney in! Clotheslines! Back elbows! A little bit of dusty elbow and another! And Eddie Kingston now finally gets up! And Sweeney says, let's get Kingston in here! They have the advantage, Kingston! It looks like he may have hurt his leg. He can barely put any weight. Kingston now trying to fight back, but he's clearly, gets him over.
Yeah, but how much did it take out of Eddie to do that one move?
And very quickly the Iron Saints back in the advantage, but wait. Oh, nice. Wait a minute now, catches him, head and arm, up and over. And you can see he went immediately and grabbed that leg, Jim Fannin. He is not 100%.
There's no way he's 100%. He may not even be 50%, but right now 50% of Eddie Kingston is kicking 100% of the Thomasellis.
Wow! A gunshot sounding slap across the face of Sal. Thomaselli sends him reeling. Eddie Kingston. He's trying to muster the strength. This could be the running mafia kick. No! Sal gets the boot up. Kingston trying as he might. Oh! Takes his head off.
Where is Spike and where is Sweeney?
Spike is still in a huddled mass in his corner. Sweeney is on the floor somewhere. Kingston, though, looks to be in control at the moment. He's got Sal. Oh, and Vito comes in and clips out that already injured leg. And now Spike trying to fire back, clubbing the back of the head and the back of Sal Thomaselli. Acid drop. Oh, the SAT bomb. 1, 2, 3. Brandon Thomaselli busts out that SAT bomb. I tried to find out what the SAT stands for, but he won't tell me. But the Iron Saints, Vito, Sal, and Brandon Thomaselli, victorious here at We're No Joke. A valiant effort by Eddie Kingston, Larry Sweeney, and Spike Dudley. The Thomasellis were just too much. Then they ran the numbers game the entire match. They eliminated Eddie Kingston from the go. And then they singled out Spike Dudley. And as you can see, busted him wide open. The Iron Saints walk out of We're No Joke with a very impressive victory. Let's get you to the back. Let's go to the back. Don't apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna walk out of my own foot. Make it worse. Walk out of my own foot. And we move along here at We're No Joke. Jim Fannin, a man who has appeared in IWA Mid-South before, but it has been a long time since Ruckus has made his way here to IWA Mid-South. He is the opposition for the current IWA Mid-South light heavyweight champion, Josh Abercrombie. Ruckus comes to IWA Mid-South wrestling mainly in CZW, where he's been the world champion there. Ruckus, very impressive high flyer. I've seen enough of him to know that he impresses the hell out of me, Jim Fannin, that's for sure.
Well, everybody knows I don't watch outside of IWA, so very, very, very limited knowledge of Ruckus. Do know that the man has lost a tremendous amount of weight.
He's extremely agile, even for his size. You can sometimes be wowed by some of the flips and the aerial assault that Ruckus brings. This is the music of the reigning IWA Mid-South Light Heavyweight Champion, a man who I believe is facing what might be his stiffest test with that belt on the line. That obnoxious mustache of Josh Abercrombie. Oh, God, the guy just exudes grease.
Well, anybody that knows me knows that I am not a fan of Josh Abercrombie, the friends that he keeps, the things that he has done. But the man is one hell of an improved wrestler from when he first got here.
Yes.
He has earned the IWA Mid-South Light Heavyweight title. But I don't care if he loses it today, even if he does lose it to some guy from CZW.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Your referee, PJ Drummond. Introducing first from Chocolate City, this is Ruckus.
A warm ovation for Ruckus. Wow, and a smattering of booze as well.
And his opponent from Kalamazoo, Michigan, Josh Abercrombie.
All right, a first-time matchup, if I'm not mistaken, between these two.
Have I mentioned, Ben Jordan, that the entire state of Michigan could fall off the face of the earth and never be heard from again, and I'd be happy?
No, but now you've mentioned it. Ruckus now, you can see on his wrestling pants there, member of Blackout in CZW. He's wrestled a lot of big-time matches out there for those guys. That certainly stands a tough test with the current IWA Mid-South Light Heavyweight Champion. Of course, Josh Abercrombie was able to overcome the hard charge of Tyler Black just some months ago, who had a series of tremendous matches for the IWA Mid-South Light Heavyweight Championship. Now they are no longer allowed to wrestle for at least 1 year here in IWA Mid-South. A lot of back and forth here.
Josh dominated the early goings of that series before Tyler Black finally was able to get the victory over him to win that light heavyweight title, and then successfully defended a couple of times. But then, Josh Abercrombie once again got the upper hand at the end of that series where it mattered most, and came out of it as the champion.
And now Abercrombie rolls him to his feet, goes to send him off. Reversed by Ruckus. And he catches him! Head scissors take over all the way to the floor. And now Ruckus looks like he's gonna get some momentum going. Wait a minute, he lands on his feet. But he didn't land as bad as he could have.
And he popped Josh right in the mouth.
And now Ruckus gives chase. Of course, Smart Mark right on top of the action.
But you can definitely tell that Josh had never seen anything like that.
No, he was caught off guard. He did not expect that. When he came bouncing off the ropes, he turned around and saw Ruckus in mid-backflip. All of a sudden, next thing he knows, he's on the ground. on the floor on the outside.
But that's the kind of thing you need to do to win a title. You got to catch your opponent off guard. That was a title match. Your opponent's going to come in prepared. He's going to scout. He's going to watch some videotape. He's going to know what's going on, and he's going to try to win that title. And so a way to help you along those lines is to do something that you haven't done before. Do something that somebody might not think that you're capable of doing.
Right. Absolutely.
The element
so capable of inventing things on the go. Is really kind of his style. He just starts flipping and twisting in the air, and whatever body part hits you.
Well, the element of surprise is one of the ways in which you win the match out there. And this guy in front of us, he's three title belts.
Yeah, I don't understand that. But
he's going to have to get a wagon to carry all those little pretty replicas around.
the referee trying to get the action to come back to the ring.
Yeah, but PJ sucks.
He tends to have a rough night or two every once in a while.
Yeah, when he's managing, or when he's reffing when I'm managing, he has a rough night. I tell the kid, don't call for a disqualification. What's he do? He calls for a disqualification.
Beautifully done, right to his feet, just like quick as a cat. Ruckus, cover, but just a 2.
He's definitely pulled out some real good athletic maneuvers here.
Now gonna take a risk. Up to the top. What could he have in store here? Oh, a moonsault leg drop. That could do it too. No, Josh Abercrombie able to kick out.
I don't know how Josh was able to kick out of that. Very impressive moonsault leg drop. But we're still in the early goings of this match, so still enough stamina in the champion's tank there to kick out.
Absolutely. 10 minutes from now, that move might win this match. Now might have been just a little too early to go for a move like that. Went for the Tornado DDT, but no, reversed. Abercrombie sets him on the top rope, gets him right in the jaw. Now, climbs to the ropes. Ruckus now, forearms to the midsection. Abercrombie almost fell all the way to the floor, was able to catch himself. Oh, wow! Took him back first. Oh, and then double stomp right onto that back. We've seen Josh Abercrombie do this before, focusing the attention on his opponent's back. He beat Tyler Black for the IWA Mid-South Light Heavyweight Championship in that final match by working over the back of Tyler Black to the point where he couldn't get up and move and avoid the Phoenix Splash. So we've seen this type of offense come from Josh Abercrombie in the past.
Well, that and the lung blower works the back. And if the guy's back is hurt, he can't stand, he can't jump, he can't run.
Can't flip, yeah. A little bit of back and forth here. Both guys a little bit have their following.
Are they chanting, "Let's go, Stash"?
I hope so. And now, oh, a neck breaker. 1, 2. Abercrombie seems a little surprised. And now, camel clutch.
Zoom in, cameraman. Let's see if we can get a shot of Ruckus saying, "I quit."
Yeah. Wait a minute, now he rolls him through, cover. Abercrombie. Maybe taking a little too much time. Drops a knee across the back, still focusing his attention on the back of Ruckus.
Ruckus, everybody!
The arrogance of just stepping on your opponent. I'm not a fan of that at all.
No? I thought you would be a fan of that.
The object is
confidence and arrogance?
The object is to win. And if you're just standing on the guy, I mean, at least put your weight on him if you're going to do that. Don't just set your foot on there and think that that's going to win you a match.
Ruckus hits the ropes. Oh, got him right in the face. Back first into the corner. Oh, scissors kick. Great flurry of offense there from Ruckus. But it is not enough.
See, he got fancy, got arrogant, and he pissed Ruckus off, and now he's paying the price for it. He could be a former champion here today.
Ruckus hit a beautiful flurry of offense. Oh! Cover 2. No!
I think he dropped him right on his head on that one.
Right on the back of his head and his neck.
You know, he tried to work the back, and he ended up hurting the guy's neck, which still goes a long way in making a back injury.
Absolutely. Josh Abercrombie getting back in control of this match now. What can he have in mind here? Again, works over the back. Again. Very creative.
And he plays with the stash.
Of course, you can't finish a guy off like that. You only can hold that move for 4 seconds. Oh, and now just drop kicked him right in the lower back.
Yeah, but that 4 seconds can go a long way in being able to hold the guy down for the 3 count.
Abercrombie now a little frustrated. Frustration starting to set in. He doesn't know what he can do to try to keep Ruckus down.
Well, the champion shouldn't get frustrated. The champion does not have to win. The challenger can get frustrated, but the champion is just playing into the challenger's hands if he's getting in the ring and getting frustrated over not being able to win.
There's always that ego factor of, yeah, you don't have to win, but you want to win to secure and send a message to everyone in the back that he's still the top of the mountain in the IWA Light Heavyweight division. There's that ego involved for sure, but now Gory Special reaches through. Oh, takes him down. Face driven into the mat. That could do it. If Ruckus can get the cover, we could see a new IWA Mid-South Light Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, check the stash, Josh. Check it.
The stash might have been rubbed off on the mat when his face scraped across it after that move from Ruckus, but...
Are you trying to say that Josh might have some rug burn on his face?
Quite possibly. I would imagine he would after a blow like that to the face. Now both men firing. Ruckus staggered all the way back into the corner. Sends him off and over. Roll up, no. Ruckus to his feet. Oh, beautifully done. Abercrombie able to kick out. Wow.
That move almost made me throw up just watching it.
Wow, jeez. It's like I'm riding a tilt-a-whirl. Oh, stomps down on him. Standing, twisting moonsault. Still not enough as Abercrombie able to get up at 2.
You know, he didn't have a good hook of the leg there.
No, he didn't.
And that may have cost him from becoming the IWA Mid-South Light Heavyweight Champion.
And now Ruckus goes to send Abercrombie off. Oh, and he went for the lung blower, but wait, catches him! He went for the lung blower, but overshot, but still was able to capture the head of Ruckus, and now lines up a second time. Oh, there it is! The Taliban backpack lung blower. This is usually a precursor, as we expected, the precursor to the Phoenix Splash. He's finished off so many opponents with this move. No, he didn't get him the whole way. 1, 2, 3. It was enough.
All he needed was the Taliban backpack. The other stuff is just for show and fancy.
And he's lucky it didn't cost him there. Luckily, the Taliban backpack lung blower was almost enough. The Phoenix Splash didn't hit it. He didn't hit it totally, but he definitely got enough to score the 1-2-3. Gory Special reaches through. Oh, takes him down. Roll up, no. Ruckus to his feet. Oh! We move ahead here at IWA Mid-South. We're no joke. A very interesting matchup here. When I saw this one announced, I was very intrigued. A man who in his IWA debut made it all the way to the finals of the Ted Petty Invitational. From IWS in Canada, Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen returns to IWA Mid-South.
I've been very impressed with what I've seen from Kevin Steen in his short stint here in IWA. And Ian still hasn't recovered from that match last month here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just a couple weeks ago, actually.
Certainly to the advantage of Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen. Ian Rotten not at 100% here in this match, but you know he will bring everything he can.
Let's hear what Mr. Wrestling has to say.
I appreciate the chant. And to everyone who did chant, just so you know, my t-shirts are now available at the merchandise table, and I need money, so please buy. Is that gum? It is gum. That's disgusting. Could you take care of that? Thank you. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, as most of you know, there is a lot of wrestling shows in town this weekend. But on all those shows, there's one match that has really captured the fans' imagination. That's right, Shawn Michaels versus Vince McMahon, baby!
Wait, what?
Don't go yet, I'm going somewhere with this. Because you see, I was thinking, and my match tonight, Kevin Steen versus Ian Rotten, is really IWA Mid-South's version of Shawn Michaels versus Vince McMahon. I mean, a guy, a wrestler, against the guy who pays him to wrestle. And, I mean, women shouldn't speak.
Wow. He said women shouldn't speak.
Anyways, I mean, look at the resemblance. If anybody's got the talent Shawn Michaels has, right here. Nope, it's not Ian, you're wrong. But, Ian and Vince McMahon, hey, Vince might have been on the cover of Muscle Fitness this month, but Ian's got it next month. That's true, it's a fact.
I didn't know that, that's some news.
Everybody knows that Mr. Wrestling is a huge Shawn Michaels fan. So tonight, for HBK, I'm gonna take down Ian Rotten, just like he's gonna take down Vince McMahon, baby! Yeah!
Kevin Steen is out of his goddamn mind. He's lost his mind. The man thinks he's Shawn Michaels.
What I said earlier about being impressed with Kevin Steen, I take it all back.
Yeah, do you hear that? That's the sound of his IWA career being flushed down the toilet.
I take it all back.
He is going up against his own Vince McMahon. He's the boss around here. He is one half of the IWA Mid-South Tag Team Champions. He is the reigning WXW Hardcore Champion, and he is the undisputed King of Hardcore. He is Ian Rotten. Make no mistake about it though, Jim Fannin. He may be the undisputed King of Hardcore, but he can get down on the mat and wrestle with anybody.
That he can. He's took several wrestling camps at the Naval Academy taught by Dan Gable when he was growing up in Baltimore. It shocks people when they watch Ian Matt wrestle because he knows what he's doing in there, and we'll see if he can teach Mr. Wrestling a thing or two.
Don't.
Hey, Kevin. I mean, Sean. Now, I can understand you thinking that you could be Shawn Michaels. And then your mother came in your bedroom and shook you and woke you up. Because we all know, just like Shawn Michaels, you still live with your mommy. Now, as far as myself being Vince McMahon, that would be correct. There's no chance of me being Vince McMahon because he's a billionaire, and I'm not. I'm better looking. I am the prettiest man in the wrestling business from the eyebrows down. And since me and my wife aren't going to have any more kids, my balls aren't the size of grapefruits anymore.
That's too much information!
So if you choose to be Shawn Michaels in this match, that's fine, because I always wanted to beat him up too.
Oh, now, here we go. We're just a Ring Out announcements away.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Your referee, P.J. Drummond.
That guy again!
How did he keep getting the assignments? We need to talk to Bryce about that. I mean, Bryce is the head of referees. He schedules this.
Introducing first, from Merivale, Quebec, Canada, he is the Heartbreak Kid, Kevin Steen.
He really is delusional. He really is.
If we keep going down this path, I'm going to refuse to call this match.
And his opponent, from Louisville, Kentucky, he is the reigning IWA Mid-South Tag Team Champion, Ian Rotten.
The IWA Mid-South Tag Team Champion?
Yeah, we'll let him.
He holds both belts himself?
Yes. Impressive. He holds them both while Pondo's in Japan. All right, here we go. Referee P.J. Drummond checking both men. This is a big opportunity for Kevin Steen. Everyone that comes through the IWA Mid-South locker room has to go through the Ian Rotten test. I think tonight might be the Ian Rotten test for Kevin Steen. Can you hang with Ian Rotten?
Well, if he wants to come out here and call him Vince, shouldn't he be kissing his ass if he wants to work here?
Well, maybe. Kevin Steen certainly no shortage on ego. He certainly is very confident in himself and his wrestling abilities. You have to be impressed with a guy that in his IWA debut goes all the way to the finals of the most prestigious tournament in this company. Both men now. Both these guys a little bit of a power is probably even. Both these guys really similar in builds. Ian seems thrown off by this entire HBK thing. And now,
at times like these, I am embarrassed to be a wrestling fan.
Kevin Steen takes down Ian Rotten. Now goes down and grabs the head, the side headlock. You can hear the impact there. Those palm strikes from Ian Rotten. They're world famous.
Palm strikes, forearms, European uppercuts. Never want to take your eyes off of Ian Rotten. That's rule number one when you're in the ring with him, is never take your eye off of him, because that's when he'll gouge you in the eye, stomp you in the foot, do whatever it takes to make sure that you know that you always have to keep your eyes on him.
And now Ian reverses the tables, now sends Kevin Steen down to the mat. You talked about it earlier, the health of Ian Rotten coming into this match. I actually saw the spill from Smart Mark Home Video before the show today that Ian Rotten took on the outside. It was disturbing. And he was obviously, anyone that was here and saw that match knows that Ian Rotten was knocked for a loop after that match was over. With the head problems, the fractured skull from not even a year ago. You've got to worry about the health of Ian Rotten.
The man's had too many concussions to even count. You know, and when you're 2 weeks removed from going through that table and hitting the floor like he did, there's no way that you can be at 100%. You know, as he stands on his head, he kicks off Steen as I'm saying this. But you know, I've been around him all week, and I've seen him where he goes to get up off the couch and he loses his balance and he falls backwards, you know, and where he goes to get up out of the chair and it takes him 2 or 3 times to get it because he has no balance.
Right.
Because of that bump that he took.
The equilibrium, not 100% for sure.
You know, and if Steen read the message boards and read about that bump or saw that tape, then he would know to go after it and work in. And he's definitely an advantageous kind of guy. We saw that at the TPI, so he would definitely go after the head injury if he knew about it.
He advanced to the finals of that Ted Petty Invitational by attacking Mike Quackenbush in the match before in the semifinals. Quackenbush had hurt his knee earlier in the night, and Mr. Wrestling came out before his music even played, during the entrance of Mike Quackenbush, and took out that leg and really got himself into the finals based on that attack from behind. So you're absolutely right, Jim. He is not opposed to bending or outright breaking the rules in order to be.
And he had no problems with taking advantage of Eric Cannon's injury in the finals.
Absolutely.
Took about 20 seconds to dispatch Eric Cannon.
Of course, Matt Seidel was able to defeat Kevin Steen in those finals to become the 2005 Ted Petty Invitational champion. Ian with just a mule kick right to the midsection. You can see he's going to lose his lunch.
And that would have been Subway.
Would it? Okay. Kevin Steen backed into the corner. Ow! That palm strike, so vicious, right across the jaw and the face. Now a forearm sends Steen staggering to the next corner. It doesn't get any easier. Ian sends him off. Gets some momentum. Catches a boot in the face. Drop kick. And Ian all the way to the floor. Maybe a little bit of whiplash.
Very easily could have been a drop kick from behind.
Steen now over the top rope, crashes down on top of Ian Rotten.
Come on, Ian! Come on, baby!
Kevin Steen now taking advantage. I don't know that this is where he wants to be with Ian Rotten, though. He does not want to go to the floor.
That is definitely the wrong place to be with Ian Rotten. Because if Ian gets his hands on a chair...
Anything that's not nailed down, let's be honest. Kevin Steen throws Ian Rotten into the corner, into the post. And now it looks like he's going to make an attack on that left arm as he wraps it around that post. Ian trying to fight back.
And that is a very good strategy with Ian Rotten, because if you're not going to go after the head, go after that left arm, because that left arm's been dislocated several times. Ox Harley gave him a slop drop into a bed of glass in a four corners of pain match, and it popped the shoulder out. Me and Ian Rotten were in a car accident one night going up to Milwaukee from Mid-American, and his shoulder popped out again from the result of that accident.
So certainly a series, a history of shoulder issues. So Kevin Steen maybe had him scouted a little bit. Coming from a Canadian.
Yeah, coming from a Canadian.
I'm going to tell all his Canadian friends that he said that. Kevin Steen now has gotten a chance to really take advantage of Ian Rotten. Not something too many people can say.
How does it feel to pay me to kick your ass, bitch?
No, but Steen in better health, younger, better stamina. He's a bigger man.
And he's not coming off of a concussion 2 weeks ago. And let's call it what it is. Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen certainly has the cards stacked in his favor. Can he take advantage of that is the question. But you never know. You're a rotten rush away from being unconscious.
Or a chair shot away.
Right.
Or a European uppercut away. And Ian Rotten's big clothesline is very bad to take, too.
Yeah.
I felt that one time, and
never again.
I almost bit my tongue off and almost flew out of the ring. And
ouch.
I still wake up with nightmares of seeing him throwing a clothesline at me.
Ian Rotten, a tough customer, no doubt. Double knee lift right into the face, sends Steen crashing into that bottom turnbuckle. Oh, wait a minute, a throw out to B-Boy. Drills Kevin Steen.
Yeah, but he's trying to get feeling back into that left arm.
Trying to shake the proverbial cobwebs out of that arm. The tingling sensation I'm sure he has from still having it wrapped around the post.
Well, the thing is once you've had that shoulder dislocated several times, it doesn't take a whole lot to get it to pop back out. It doesn't take a whole lot to get it to move just enough to pinch a nerve and cause you to, that whole arm just to go numb where you can't feel it, you can't use it.
Absolutely. And we just saw there, Ian Rotten had that shoulder go first into the turnbuckle. And Steen threw him over and then is now right on top of that shoulder yet again. Now, nice front flip leg drop from Kevin Steen. 1, 2, almost 3. Mere inches away from a 3 count there. Overhand shot from Ian Rotten after the knife edge from Kevin Steen. Now Ian sends him off. Oh, there he was lining up for that lariat.
He's very lucky that he ducked out of the way of that one.
Flying forearm, and now Kevin Steen, I think, maybe trying to kip up, and I don't think it's going as successfully as he would hope. He's like a turtle on his back. Hey, he got it! Ian back to his feet. Big slam. Stomps down on his face. Steen pointing to the top rope. We've seen him use this before. A beautiful moonsault is usually what he goes for off the top rope, but I don't think that's what he's looking to go for here. Kevin Steen. Oh, the top rope elbow. Perfectly placed right in the sternum of Ian Rotten. Uh-oh.
Are we going to see some chin music?
He's tuning up the band.
This is the most preposterous bullshit I've ever seen in my
Ian
life.
catches the super kick. Steen ducks the clothesline. Oh, this could be that package pile driver we've seen him use, but no, wait, Ian. Sunset flip. No, Ian sits down. 2. No! Steen able to get his shoulders up. Drops the elbow. I don't know, he was going for another move but decided against it.
I think he was going for the Montreal sharpshooter.
Ah, yes.
I hate Bret Hart.
Steen now backs Rotten into the corner. Goes to send him off. Ian reverse into the corner again. That shoulder into the top turnbuckle. That could do it. 1, 2. Wait a minute. He got his foot up on the rope. PJ German was out of position. Luckily looked up just in time to see Ian Rotten's foot on the bottom rope. Ian, last-ditch effort. I think that could have been it. I'm surprised he was able to muster up the thought to get it, see where he was in the ring and get his foot up on the rope. But now, Kevin Steen back up to the top rope. Oh, Ian got his knees up on the senton. He got his knees up on the senton. Lombardi strong cradle. 1, 2, 3. Ian Rotten. It looked like Ian Rotten was in trouble, Jim Fannin, but he was able to. Oh no! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Eric Priest and Chandler McClure come charging to the ring. They have unfinished business with Ian Rotten and Madman Pondo.
That they do. They want to be the type. They want to be the champs.
You said we started a war. When we just attacked and you retreat, why don't you get your big top hardcore ass back in the ring? Come on, tag champ. Come on, champ. Oh, what? You don't got a partner? Let me tell you something, man. McClure's not here next month, but I am. I'll take your ass out by myself. How about that?
Whoa!
I ain't letting this die between you and me.
And Priest could be the new king of the deathmatch.
Yes, he's got a
champion.
You just proved Kevin Steen right. I might be Vince McMahon. Yeah, because you work for me and you're all over the gas.
Whoa!
Only speculation.
Mere speculation.
So, tell you what, you won a spot in the King of the Death matches last week. Second round. Guess what? April 22nd, I'm going to give you a taste of what it's like to be in a death match for me.
Whoa! We've seen what Ian Rotten is capable of doing when he gets into a bad situation.
I hope your pretty face and pretty body is ready to add a few more cuts, except for these are going to be scars.
Ian playing some mind games with Eric Priest.
Did he just say that Eric Priest had a pretty body?
He may have, but I don't think he meant it like that. Nevertheless, we will see Ian Rotten versus Eric Priest later on this month. And now, PJ. Oh! Stuck pile driver. I hate to say it, but PJ might have had it coming.
Oh, he had it coming.
You didn't have anything to do with this, did you, Jim Fannin?
Who, me? Never. Never.
very intriguing matchup here, Jim Fannin. Two masked men colliding here in Midlothian as a couple of fan favorites as well, both Delirious and El Generico, very popular. It'll be very interesting to see who is the king of the masked men here in IWA Mid-South.
Well, you know, they're very popular for their personality. They're very popular for their ability. You know, I'm looking forward to this match. If they stay away from, you know, being idiots.
Hamming it up, if you will, right?
These two could put on one hell of a wrestling match.
Delirious, of course, a former IWA Mid-South light heavyweight champion.
One of the longest reigning IWA Mid-South light heavyweight champions of all time. He held that title for 6 months. El Generico is no Nate Webb when it comes to the dancing.
Really, who is?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Your referee, Bryce Rumsberg.
What the hell is Joey Eastman wearing?
Introducing first,
Generico's cape.
the edge of sanity, Delirious. And his opponent from Tijuana, Mexico, the generic luchador, El Generico.
Delirious, of course, Jim Fannin, literally fresh off a trip to Europe. He spent, I believe it was a couple of weeks over in Europe, just got back a couple of days ago, and now here he is in Midlothian taking on El Generico.
Well, I'd say that he'd have a problem with jet lag, but since Generico just flew in from Mexico, jet lag could be a problem for both of these men.
Absolutely.
Because I could not understand a word that Generico was babbling today to me.
Yeah, I think they both speak the same language, so maybe they'll communicate with each other, but... Delirious. Communicating. Finally, someone that can communicate with Delirious. All right, down to business. Still waiting for that opening tie-up.
Oh, you're gonna see wrestling. You're gonna see wrestling. All right. Lucha Libre. Lucha Libre.
All right, finally, collar and elbow tie-up.
Oh, wrestling with the headlock.
No, that's our job is to call the moves, Jim.
Hey.
He's stealing our thunder.
It makes our job easier when the wrestlers tell you what they're doing. What in the God's name of hell is he doing?
He's on pause. I think the CD's skipping. Headlock takeover and El Generico in control. Delirious now back to his feet. He sends Generico off. He didn't go anywhere. Headlock takeover once again.
Well, Delirious a little more muscular of the two, but Generico taller, so it evened out on that shoulder tackle. Neither man with the advantage.
Absolutely. Delirious with a headlock takeover of his own.
Wrestling.
Why does he encourage these idiots?
There's no one in the headlock. What is he doing? He doesn't feel it? I mean... And now Generico taking advantage. Delirious now sends him off once again. Seriously, I think the CD's skipping in his head because Delirious is out of his mind here today.
They did something to him in Europe, didn't they?
I think so. Sends him off once again. This time, arm drags. Generico went for a standing moonsault, nobody home. Fancy. Ooh. Delirious stops in his tracks.
You gonna trip me? No. First? Shake on it. Shake on it. Okay. Whoa. I'm gonna jump over here. We do the spot leapfrog and You make sure you stay down on and jump over. Then go under the leapfrog, hip toss, hook drag,
Oh, Delirious is the smart one!
He outsmarted him. And you say that you got outsmarted by Delirious. I mean, really.
It takes a fool.
Yes. I would be embarrassed to be El Generico. I'll be honest with you.
Well, you know that Delirious, he's crazy like a fox.
Oh, and I think Generico pulling a page out of the Delirious book and going underneath the ring.
El Generico, you suck way out. Right in this pose right here.
Delirious trying to go for the cover, but really not putting a whole lot of effort into that cover.
Okay, now we can see. I still can't believe that Delirious outsmarted Generico like that.
I'm shocked.
And I think the ref was in on it. It was a fix.
Maybe, Bryce. You never know. 1, 2.
I think Delirious is a member of the Secret Pants Society. So Bryce was in on it with him.
Possibly. Delirious now stands his opponent up and vicious forearm strike.
You know, something I just noticed is when Delirious is throwing those chops, the streamer tassel things from
Beautiful
that
leg
can
line.
swing around and get the guy in the eye.
Absolutely.
That's an added bonus for Delirious.
Generico with a beautiful leg line went for the cover, but was only able to get a 2. Slams him down. Cover 2. Oh, not even a 2. Just a 1.
He's struggling to get him up there, Ben.
Both men have exerted themselves here in the early going.
Well, chicanery takes a lot out of you, Ben.
Yes, absolutely. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Beautifully done. Only a 2, however.
El Generico thought that should have been a trace count.
Yes, he was looking for Trace. Oh, and here it is. He loves to use this running mafia kick. He buries people with this.
The Mexican Mafia?
Yes, the Mexican mafia. Oh, and a face full of turnbuckle for El Generico, and now panic attack! Panic attack in the corner! And I think El Generico's head is rolling around somewhere by the blue mats back there.
It might have knocked the mask off. I'm going to guess that El Generico is Carlos Mencia.
Carlos Mencia, really? He is a funny guy. I'm going to go with George Lopez. I'm hoping at least.
Big forearms from the muscular Delirious.
Ducks under the clothesline. Leaping clothesline takes him down. Another back elbow.
See, at this point, if I was Generico, I might try telling Delirious, "Hey, lay down. I'm gonna do the, hop over. We'll do the step over and the leapfrog. See if he can outsmart Delirious. See if Delirious is a sucker."
Oh, low bridge. Ooh, you can hear the smack on the concrete as Delirious spilled to the floor. Generico now.
You know, if Generico is Carlos Mencia, who's Delirious?
Oh, boy. Whoa, up and over.
Well, Delirious is someone that just got squashed with that somersault plancha over the top rope.
Generico, of course, is going to be looking for that brain buster.
Busta?
Busta. Yeah, brain buster. You know, like the Japanese guys do. Yeah, you wouldn't know, but
I wouldn't know.
yeah. He also does it to the guy on the top rope too.
I
brain
have
bust him
seen
on the top
that.
turnbuckle. It's one of the most amazing moves I've ever seen. It's right up there with the double moonsault and the Canadian Destroyer. It's just absolutely phenomenal moves. If he were to hit that on Delirious, it would be no doubt who would win this match. Of course, Delirious gonna look for that Shadows Over Hell backsplash, possibly.
You know, people could argue that a brain buster or brain buster on Delirious really wouldn't bother him all that much, but we did see earlier in this match that Delirious has some brains.
Yes,
to
absolutely.
outsmart Generico.
Getting
So
dropped
maybe
on your head on the top turnbuckle is going to hurt pretty much anybody, I'm pretty sure. Generico goes for the back elbows. The third one misses. Up and over, land on his feet. Oh, sit out. 2. We saw El Generico hit a move a lot like that in his match with Matt Sydal at the 2005 Ted Petty Invitational. The first night, one of the matches of the night, to be sure. El Generico fell a little bit short to the eventual champion.
you shouldn't call him short.
He's not short, but he came up.
He's a generic size in Mexico.
This is true. Delirious not trying to break free. Ducks the clothesline. Oh! Oh! Takes him down. 1, 2.
I figured it out.
Okay.
Delirious, right? It's Roderick Strong.
Wait, what? What?
He just did the backbreaker.
Ah. Well, maybe, but I don't know. Roderick. I don't know. I'm confused. Delirious now going to the top rope. Maybe was looking for that Shadows over Hell. But wait a minute. This could be. This is not the position Delirious wanted to see himself in. If he's unsuccessful fighting out of this, it could be it for Delirious. Ooh. Headbutt sends Generico all the way to the canvas. Oh, there it is! The Shadows over Hell backsplash. 1, 2. No! Unbelievably, Generico able to get the shoulder up after the Shadows over Hell.
How did Generico know to kick out of that one? The ref's not counting in Spanish for him, so how did he know?
Unbelievable that he was able to get up. Delirious has to be wondering what it's going to take. One of his signature moves was not effective enough to get the 3. Generico, though, obviously feeling the effects.
I think there's 2 El Genericos.
Really?
Like the old Droopy Dog cartoons where there'd be 5 million Droopy Dogs, and that's why he'd always be able to catch the wolf.
Oh, there it is, that running Mafia kick in the corner. Oh, takes him over on his head. 1, 2. And Delirious able to get the foot up on the rope.
And there's more than one Delirious, too.
There's a female version we saw.
Yes, we have seen a She-Lirious. We've seen 2 or 3 Deliriouses at a time.
Yep.
In a series of matches with CM Punk.
Indeed. Even saw a golden vampire or 2 and all kinds of craziness.
Or 13.
Yeah, or 13. Generico nicely blocked by Delirious there. Oh! 1, 2, 3! Beautiful move! Wow! What a move! What a match! Delirious successful here at IWA Mid-South. We're no joke. Delirious now. another very intriguing matchup. Of course, we've seen both these men participate in all kinds of death matches and deathmatch tournaments here in IWA Mid-South, but they've also shown that they can step out of that hardcore, that deathmatch realm. Both these men, of course, this is the music of the strong style Psycho Tank. And we've seen what Toby Klein can bring to the table outside of the death matches. This, I think, is going to be a little bit of a hybrid of both. A little bit of death match, a little bit of regular strong style wrestling.
Well, you know, Tank was in the Strong Style tournament back in December, lost to Samoa Joe, but went toe-to-toe with him in that matchup, injured Samoa Joe to where Samoa Joe couldn't continue.
Absolutely. And of course, Tank, the only man in 2005 to participate in the King of the Death matches, the Strong Style tournament, and the Ted Petty Invitational. We, of course, wait his opponent. He is the reigning King of the Death matches. And in the last two shows we've seen, he can fly around and wrestle with the best of them.
And he's quickly climbing that ladder as far as getting a title shot against Eric Cannon.
Without a doubt.
Where if he gets victories over Jigsaw, over Marek Brave, and then over Tank,
and Toby chasing around Andy Long.
Maybe he thinks Andy Long is PJ.
Yeah, who knows what's going on in the head of Mr. Insanity.
And it could just be a psychological game. But let's get up to Joey Eastman.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Your referee, Andy Long. Introducing first, from Blue Balls, Mississippi, this is Tank.
And that's a place no man wants to be.
No way.
And his opponent, from the Highlands, Mr. Insanity, Toby Klein.
We've said it. Toby Klein quickly climbing himself up the ladder here in IWA Mid-South, and what a victory it would be to notch on his belt in order to beat Tank here tonight.
Because if he beats Tank, he could be this year's version of Tank. Get himself into the Strong Style tournament. Get himself into the Ted Petty. Because if Tank was deserving and he beats Tank, then definitely Toby proves that he needs to be right in there with everybody else.
Without a doubt, Toby Klein. I'm going to go on record as saying that I would not be surprised to see Toby Klein, the IWA Mid-South World Heavyweight Champion, by the close of 2006. I think he's right there on the cusp. We've talked about it in the past, Jim. He just needs to maybe focus a little bit more. I don't know exactly what the trick is going to be to unlock the Pandora's box that is Mr. Insanity. But I think if that box gets unlocked, who knows what he's capable of here in IWA Mid-South.
Well, I think the key is that he become Mr. Sane.
Yeah. Maybe a visit to a psychiatrist or two.
Because if he stays insane like he is right now, Eric Cannon is not going to give him a title shot.
No. Eric Cannon will be wise to steer clear of a guy like Toby Klein.
Raspberry.
Yeah, I don't know that you want to do that with Tank. Tank is a big boy, and like you said, stood toe-to-toe with Samoa Joe. Actually ended up knocking Samoa Joe out of the tournament with an injury, despite losing. Oh, and Tank sends him all the way to the floor. Tank spills to the floor himself. Klein's got a wood rod. I don't know where he got it from, but
he probably brought it with him. He probably yanked it out of a tree outside.
Ooh, headbutts. Ooh. Oh! Back and forth they go. Oh! How much can they take? Oh!
I can't take watching anymore. I know that.
These two going toe to toe. Tank goes for the eyes. The hell with it.
All good offense stems from a good thumb to the eye.
And now snapmares him over. Chop across the back.
I think he kicked him in the back.
Yeah. Oh, and now repeated headbutts over and over and over. And Tankman busted himself open with those headbutts.
That is possible because that's two hard knockings butting together like a couple of rams.
Oh, Tank, one of the biggest men on the IWA Mid-South roster for sure.
Well, you know, speaking of rams butting into each other, Vader is coming to IWA in a few weeks. How would Vader and Tank look in the same ring?
Oh boy, you're getting my mouth watering there, Jim. We will, of course, we already know we're going to see Vader versus Bull Payne. And as we've seen on the message board, there's a history between those two that...
I was going to say, people need to check out the first Best of IWA, get it through Patty, get it through Smart Mark Video, but just check out the comments that Bull Payne has as he's getting stitched up for memories of having to wrestle Vader back in the AWA in the mid-'80s. You know, Bull is anxiously anticipating getting in there with Vader. I don't even think Vader remembers Bull, to be honest, but Bull definitely remembers. And I've been on the phone with Bull, and we've got a few things in store for Vader on that night.
Okay. Interesting, but back to the action here. This match is going to probably look a whole lot like that match, where you have one guy, two guys really, that can just go stand toe-to-toe with each other. Neither man's going to back down. Oh! A flurry to the midsection. The body shot's now working his way up. Look at the rapid fire. Toby Klein firing away on Tank. And Toby gets buried with a forearm. These two guys have kicked the crap out of each other from the opening bell, Jim.
How can two people hit each other that hard
and still be conscious? Is absolutely amazing. This is what we expected in this match. Hard-hitting action from the bell. We have gotten that so far.
You know, there's people out there that I would like to hit that hard. Maybe I should get these two to do it for me.
Yeah, no doubt. You gotta, it just occurred to me too, you know, Toby Klein uses that Death Valley driver, and I've got to imagine it's gonna be tough to get Tank up on his shoulders in order to hit that Death Valley driver. So he's gonna have to go into his bag of tricks for something else.
Well, what he may be able to do is he may be able to get, you know, lift Tank up onto the ropes and then get him from there.
Yeah.
But to do it all in one motion is going to be an incredible feat of strength.
Yeah, without a doubt. Tank now going underneath the ring.
Not like Delirious or El Generico would go underneath the ring, but I think he's looking for plunder.
Yeah, he finds some. Now Toby.
Here, Toby!
Oh! Dives over the top. Momentum luckily carried him all the way over as his legs hit the top rope.
Well, who can jump after the beating that he's taken?
This guy's taken like 700 headbutts to the face.
As soon as he went to jump, he probably forgot where he was at after all those headbutts.
But again, Toby administering some headbutts of his own. Rolls Big Tank back in the ring. At any moment, Tank can hit you with a big move and put you down for the 3. Toby's certainly conscious of that. One forearm from Necro Butcher, or excuse me, I was going to mention, Necro Butcher had mentioned that Tank is one of the guys that hit him harder than anyone else. Tank really took it to him at the death matches this year.
Yes, Necro said that Tank hit him harder than Samoa Joe ever did, and that he was lucky to get through it and come out victorious in that matchup at King of the Death.
No, you know, we've seen that bar fight, but I don't think anyone's really treated the bar fight as like Tank has. As we see here, that chair coming into play. Oh, man! He drilled him. He absolutely drilled him with that chair, and now the chair set up
What is Toby doing?
No way!
Is he gonna go 16 feet across the ring?
Oh, he drives! You can see the corner, the edge of that chair driven right into the forehead of Tank, and you can see the blood start to flow. Count 1, 2, no! Tank still got enough.
Some of that blood could have came from the original chair shot. It looked like he hit him with the top of the chair.
Absolutely.
Not the seat of the chair, but the top of the chair just came crashing down over his head. And then Air Toby, 16 feet. Maybe he's going to try out for the Olympic long jump.
Oh, and look at the hammering over and over onto that open wound.
Yeah, when people like Eric Cannon watches, man, there's no way he's defending the title against a guy like this.
No, not at all. Toby Klein.
Save some of it, you know?
Klein taking the opening, really working on that open wound, trying to get the blood to start to flow a little bit more. Tried to get some momentum on that lariat. Barely able to move Tank. To steal a phrase from Gorilla Monsoon, it certainly is the irresistible force meets the immovable object. And here we go, whoa! He tried, but you can see Tank just too big.
He got a Highland drop out of it.
Yeah. And now Klein up to the top rope. What could he be going for here? Splash 2! No!
That, I think Tank kicked out of that.
Controversy, certainly.
I think Tank got a shoulder up. We might see a second ref killing here tonight.
The refs here in IWA Mid-South having a rough go of it.
I want to see a rematch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tank needs a rematch out of this one.
I'd love to see a rematch between these two men. Get this score settled. A controversial ending to what was an amazing match. Two guys going toe-to-toe. A mutual respect between these two men. I don't think it's the last time these two men will cross paths here in IWA Mid-South.
Can you imagine if they wrestle a King of the Death and got weapons?
We move ahead now to our first of two huge main events.
I've been looking forward to this one for a while. Low Key against the Necro Butcher.
We almost got it a week ago. We were this close. A side note to this, of course, Jim Fannin, was the speech that Ian Rotten gave Necro Butcher just a week ago after the beating that Low Key laid on Tyler Black. Ian Rotten said, "Necro, I want you to treat Low Key like you did Eddie Kingston's face. I want revenge on Low Key for the beating that he put on Tyler Black." Of course, Necro Butcher obliged. He's more than happy to do it.
Oh yeah, Necro will fight with anybody. But how is he walking after that backbreaker under the two chairs last week from Roderick Strong?
Unbelievable. We'll see if he's been able to recover enough from that.
I've managed Necro in the past. Nobody is as insane, as crazy as the Necro Butcher, but I don't...
The music of Low Key plays. What an incredible match. I mean, you can feel the tension.
And Necro's waiting for him. Hey, here's Low Key in front of us. Low Key sneaking in the side door. Hell, that's what I do against Necro.
Get the jump on him. Necro doesn't see it.
From behind, it's on.
And the streamers come streaming into the ring.
This contest is scheduled for
This is a fight.
Yeah, this isn't going to be rest. Oh, big forearm.
Is the only way you could describe this one.
The crowd's gonna be split in this one. Oh, thunderous chop.
The Necro Butcher with something to prove, apropos considering, but you know that Low Key has probably had a conversation with Samoa Joe about exactly what it's like to get in the ring with the Necro Butcher.
Well, everybody's been telling Low Key, watch out for the punches, watch out for the headbutts. This guy's crazy. You can be told all you want about the Necro Butcher, but until you're in there with them, there's no way to prepare for the unpredictability that's going to be thrown at you from this guy.
Low Key stalking the Necro Butcher now. Low Key certainly at a disadvantage height and weight-wise, but the Japanese and the martial arts training of Low Key is really going to probably even that out. Wow! A running kick!
I think he just picked up the 7-10 split.
Whoa!
And Necro has no teeth left.
He only had like 4 to begin with.
Yeah, he only had 4 to begin with, but they're in the wall right now.
Fuck our way! Come on, Necro! Fire back! Come on, let's go!
I want them to fight on the other side of the ring, Ben.
Yes. Far away from us, please.
We're in confined spaces over here.
We're attached to cords. We can only run so far. Low key with a knife edge chop. And another. Low key now going to try to suplex Necro Butcher, but Necro Butcher smartly blocks it. Whoa! Oh! Knee to the face. Forces him to jump. Oh! He's used that, I believe he calls that the John Woo kick.
Well, Necro thinks his name's John Woo right now.
Key has really not backed down 1 inch from the Necro Butcher, and that's the way you've got to go in a match with him. You cannot show him any fear,
no,
or he will jump all over you.
You have to be on him from the get-go, just like he did. Yep. He came out, jumped him from behind at the start. Some would view that as being a cowardly bastard and a prick, but that's what you got to do against the Necro Butcher. This is a fight for survival, and low-key did it the right way.
Just unloading on the Necro Butcher with those kicks.
The karate stance.
Measuring him, picking his spot. Oh! Right hand, right on the jaw. Staggers low key. Right on the temple with an uppercut. Oh! Kicks him in the back of the head.
That's low-key going, punch me again and I'll kill you.
Yes.
But he didn't hook the leg.
No, he didn't.
And you notice he had to hook the arm of the Necro Butcher around his head to have enough momentum to roll him over.
His vicious kicks to the face.
Yeah, but this is like taunting him and toying with him right here.
You're gonna wake up an angry bear if you keep prodding him. You're gonna wake him up.
He's gonna take another right fist to the jaw.
And it could be over at any point. Knocked clean out. Oh, and now low-key strips the shirt off the Necro Butcher. Necro tries to fire back. Now, wow!
Low-key said enough of that.
Cover 1, 2. Necro Butcher, again, not hooking the leg.
And he wasted too much time. He was a little too satisfied with what he'd accomplished.
Necro can barely stand up. Ooh. Sends Necro Butcher off, follows him right in. Knees to the midsection. And now, oh, throws him down face first. Rolls him over, hooks the leg, 2. No, Necro Butcher's still able to kick out.
But that time he hooked the leg. He's realizing now that he's in there with a guy that you're gonna have to kill him to hold him down.
You have to dot all your T's and cross all your I's when you go to make a cover, so to speak. You gotta make sure you cover all the bases. Make sure you get the leg hooked, everything, to take down the Necro Butcher. Oh! Those Kawada style kicks to the face. Oh!
Necro, stay down.
We know that won't happen. Oh no, wait a minute now. Low key grabbing a table.
Oh my God.
This is going to take a turn.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. Low key setting up the table in the corner.
I hope this doesn't mess up our pretty new canvas.
It might. Oh, knee lift right on the chin. Cover 2. Failed to hook the leg on that one. Necro Butcher was able to kick those legs up in the air. With the momentum, get his shoulder off the mat.
Necro is taking a hell of a beating, but he's going to have to start dishing one out if he wants any chance of winning this one, because I don't think a Pat O'Connor roll is going to win this match.
And now Key looking to throw Necro Butcher through that table. Ooh.
Is Necro wearing capri jeans?
I don't know. He stops his momentum. Gets the foot up in the face. Didn't get all of it, but got enough to slow down Low Key. And now, Low Key trying to fight out. He does. Oh! You can hear the air rush out of the Necro Butcher. Cover 1, 2. No! The Necro Butcher still able to get his shoulders off the mat.
You saw Necro just did not have enough strength to do that power bomb. He's had the dog snot kicked out of him in this match. And Low Key was able to use his balance backwards to knock Necro and then just collapses a lung with that stop.
Crushes his sternum.
And that was the precursor to the end of Tyler Black last week.
Oh, another kick to the face. Drills him in the chest. Another. Oh! He took his head off. He took his head off with that clothesline. Wow!
But he needs to capitalize. He needs to get up. He needs his second wind right now.
The Necro Butcher trying to get to his feet.
And I hope the fans in the front row return Low Key's nose after this match is over.
Wow. Ooh. Got him right in the face. Necro throws a haymaker, knocking Low Key all the way to the floor.
All right, here we go again.
Yes. Necro just throwing chairs at the face of Low Key.
Well, Low Key, Necro's just throwing the chair. He has no idea where he's throwing it to.
Ah, the chair body slam. Oh. Wow. Necro needs to get Low Key in the ring. That body slam on the chair might be what he was looking for.
Damn it. Okay, I see Necro's in the ring.
All right.
I saw that through the wave of people.
Cover. And Necro. Key able to kick out.
And that table is still in the corner. Maybe Necro's caught his wind enough to where he can try that power bomb through the table again.
Now butterflying those arms. He could be looking for the tiger bomb. Oh! Necro with 2 brutal forearm shots. Low-key still trying to fight.
Stomps on his bare foot. Maybe Necro should start wearing boots again.
Knife edges after knife edges. Side slam, 2. Bryce Rumsberg says it was just a 2. And now Necro going back to that table.
Don't set it up in the ring, Necro. You're gonna rip the canvas.
I don't, as much as you're concerned with it, I'm sure that's not at the top of Necro Butcher's mind here. He's worried about winning this match. What a huge victory it would be for either one of these men to score a victory. And now
he's blocking it, foot on the table.
And now fireman's carry. Key trying to fight out. And now
he's biting him, he's doing everything.
He's got him in a submission hold, an octopus hold, a staple of his offense. And Necro Butcher smartly gets to the ropes. Bryce Rumsberg needs to force that break here. Low key.
That could have been a disqualification right there. That wasn't a break by the count of 5.
Fans need to thank Bryce Rumsberg for letting this go a little bit. Oh my! Wow!
I think the people in the front row can tell us what Necro had for Thanksgiving dinner back in 1985 after that one.
Necro kicked out!
Why?
Wow!
Why would you kick out of that?
Necro has the heart. It just won't quit. He just won't quit. You're gonna have to kill him.
Crazy! Say, you know what? I've had enough today.
Low key has got to be wondering what it's gonna take to beat the Necro Butcher. Necro, and maybe even trying to block that.
We saw him set Tyler up in this last week.
Yes. Necro now driving that elbow into the back of the head. Oh, Tiger Bomb! 1, 2. No! Low key able to kick out.
Neither man wants to give up in this matchup.
No way. It means way too much to both men to get a victory here tonight. Bryce Rumsberg administering the 10 count.
Administer a 50 count. Give these guys a chance to recover. If they have an extra 10, 15 seconds, they might be able to do this another 20 minutes.
Both men struggling to get to their feet. Low key out on the outside on the apron. Oh, both men are on the outside.
The last time I saw Necro on the apron like this, he landed head first on the concrete in ECW Arena.
And now, low key. Oh. All kinds of impact on those knife edge chops. And now Necro going to the ropes himself. Necro now, is he looking? He might be looking for the Tiger Bomb off the top.
And the table's right there.
It's still set up underneath them. And now low key, precariously. Oh.
Low-key's holding on for dear life.
Absolutely. And now, Oh. Elbows right on the top of the head of the Necro Butcher. And those Kobashi neck chops. Oh, this could be it. We saw him do this to Tyler Black.
And he's on the table. He's on the table. That's gotta be it.
Whoa! I am flabbergasted. Holy shit. 1, 2. No, he kicked out. The Necro Butcher kicked out. Oh my!
Who the hell has a towel to throw in?
Unbelievable!
Somebody needs to throw in a towel.
Necro in trouble here. He's in a submission hold in the middle of the ring.
Maybe one of the ladies will take their shirt off and throw it in for Necro.
Please do. Bryce Remsburg right on top of the action. Necro Butcher in a precarious situation here. I can't believe he's still alive.
I can't either. I died for him on that
That's
one.
it. Bryce Remsburg calls for the bell.
What happened?
I think the Necro Butcher may have actually passed out. He may not have been able to continue. This match was everything we thought it would be. And more. Absolutely. A lot of people talked about Necro Joe 1. Let me be the first to say it has officially been surpassed. What an intense battle here between the Necro Butcher and Low Key. Necro Butcher just didn't have enough after that vicious double stomp through the table. But Low Key still undefeated in his 2 matches here in IWA Mid-South.
I'm not going to promise you a damn thing because if I do, then it's all over the internet that I don't come through. So, if you guys want to see if we can possibly do it again straight, we'll put a rematch together. Kraven King is already tearing it. Son of a bitch. We want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. We want to remind you, we got a hell of a main event coming up here at Crist versus Milano Collection AT. Thanks for coming out and making this weekend a very successful weekend for us. We greatly appreciate it and greatly need. You guys are the best wrestling fans anywhere in the world. Thanks for spreading the word. And remember this. Remember this. This is where the real wrestling takes place. Turn somebody on to indie wrestling.
For letting this go a little bit. All right, it is main event time, Jim Fannin. A huge match.
Before we get into the main event, Dragon Sleeper was the official knockout of the Necro Butcher. I spoke with Bryce Remsburg. Low-key put him into the Dragon Sleeper. Necro couldn't answer the count.
Okay.
Bryce had no choice but to call the match. Wow. And I'm going to go on record as saying that was the damnedest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
While you were getting that information, I proclaimed it. Everyone talks about Samoa Joe versus Necro Butcher. That match has been eclipsed. What we just saw, that was amazing. That's the only way to say it. But we have a huge main event here. A bit of a different pace than what we just witnessed. But nonetheless, Chris Hero with his new attitude. I don't know what has come over him. We saw him earlier tonight. Cost Trik Davis a world title shot.
There's been a lot of changes with Hero since his attitude readjustment, if you will, at the Ted Petty. He's almost completely changed his wrestling style.
Yep.
And he's nothing like the wrestler that I managed back in 2001. He's nothing like the wrestler that had that series of matches with CM Punk that covered 2001, 2002, 2003. And tonight, he may have to resort to that Hero of old because he's in the ring with one of the best in the world.
Absolutely. You know you're a big-time deal when you're in the main event in your IWA Mid-South debut. And Milano Collection AT is a big deal. Jim Fannin, I've talked about it on the message boards, but this is the first time I'm going to get a chance to see Milano. And I actually waited. I didn't go check out the tapes. I wanted to see this guy for myself for the first time with my own two eyes. So I have got goosebumps waiting to see Milano Collection AT.
I've never seen him before either. I had to go to the airport to pick him up. Ian's like, get the tall Japanese guy that looks like a wrestler.
Okay.
Luckily, there was only one Japanese guy at the airport when I pulled up. I could have an imposter here, and I wouldn't even know. But I pulled up, he had a black eye, some tape over his eyes. I was like, it's gotta be him.
Yeah, it's gotta be him. It is him. Milano Collection AT is here at IWA Mid-South. Of course, has trained in Japan, has trained in Mexico. He's trained with Skida, also a trainer and a mentor to Chris Hero. These two very familiar with one another. This isn't their first go-around, so to speak.
Well, even though they're familiar with each other, Milano was nothing but questions the entire way here in the car ride. It was like, I've asked around. People said you used to manage Hero. What can you tell me about Hero? Give me some insight on Hero. And I don't know how much he understood what I was telling him, but I was giving him some information. You know, call me disloyal to Chris Hero, but the man hasn't done a whole lot for me to want to help Chris Hero here of late.
Of course, you notice the invisible dog that Milano brings to the ring with him. He calls that Mikkel. Mikkel, I believe is how you pronounce it.
An invisible dog.
Yes.
This is our main event of the afternoon. It is scheduled for one fall with a 1 hour time limit. Your referee, Bryce Remsburg. Introducing first from Metropolis, Chris Hero.
New gear from Hero.
Yeah, looking fancy.
And his opponent from San Antonio, Texas, Milano Collection AT.
The streamers of appreciation for Milano Collection AT in his IWA Mid-South debut.
Do people realize how much of a pain in the ass those are to clean up?
They don't care, I don't think.
And Hero doesn't like it either. And Hero's not the one that's got to clean this shit up.
All right, Hero jaw-jacking with the fans. Milano, you can see, starting to get concentrated here. We are underway, opening bell. Here we go. The main event, IWA Mid-South, we're no joke. Milano Collection AT versus Chris Hero. As you pointed out, Jim, we haven't seen any cravats. No Heroes welcome. None of the signatures of Chris Hero. We haven't seen them, and it's because maybe he's been wrestling Trik Davis and Marek Brave, guys he feels are beneath him that he doesn't have to pull out his very best. I tell you this, I guarantee you he'll have to pull out all the stops and all the bags in his tricks in his bag, excuse me, in order to beat Milano Collection AT.
Well, you know, that strategy hasn't really been working all that well for him. He lost to Eric Cannon, he's lost to Trik Davis.
Well, the last time he wrestled Trik Davis, he nearly killed the poor kid in an Iron Man match. We saw him earlier tonight. Still not done with Trik Davis. Beautifully done.
Now, he wants to make sure that Trik Davis never has a title shot, that Trik Davis is never in the Ted Petty, that Trik Davis is...
He's out to ruin the kid's career. Let's call it what it is. These two so evenly matched, their styles so similar, their influences so similar.
Yeah, but as you had mentioned, though, we may not see that kind of hero here tonight. You know, it was that kind of hero that led to the Highland Curse.
Sure.
You know, and called for where the fans were calling for a more aggressive Chris Hero. They were calling him a loser.
Yeah.
He was getting booed.
Yeah.
When he was the flagship of IWA.
Yeah, he was the face of IWA, if you will, for a long time. And then Ted Petty Invitational 2005, he loses to Eric Cannon in the semifinals, and he just snapped. There's no other way to call it. Chris Hero absolutely lost his mind when he lost that night in Hammond, Indiana.
Well, because he had owned Eric Cannon in the matches, you know, and then in the spotlight, and the biggest show of the year in IWA, he loses, and you know it had to be going through his mind. Another curse.
Sure.
You know, the curse had moved from Highland to Hammond. Maybe it wasn't just a Highland curse. Maybe it was an IWA curse, and it was too much for him to. It was just too much for him to take.
Really, we are looking at two of the best wrestlers in the world in Chris Hero and Milano Collection AT. Hero thought he had gotten the upper hand there and maybe outsmarted Milano, but Milano right back to the headlock takeover. Excuse me.
Well, Hero used good athleticism, and it was a good counter to get out of that hold. But then he showboated and he got arrogant, and that is not the Hero that we've known since he came here in 2000.
Absolutely right. Milano Collection AT, an Italian supermodel, is Milano Collection AT.
Is that what he is?
Yes, he is. Chris Hero able to grab the ropes. Of course, Milano Collection AT going to be looking for that AT lock, his submission finisher. We also, I'm hopeful to see the Armani shoe exchange. Yeah, Armani shoe exchange. Also, we'll maybe see the rope paradise. I'm hoping we get to see all of the signatures.
If we see any of that, please tell me that that's what that is.
I'll point it out.
I don't know what any of it is.
Yeah, I'll point it out to you. Still at a kind of a stalemate at this point.
Well, it's still the opening moments, the feeling out process. You have that in every Chris Hero matchup.
His style is certainly to slow it down. He wants to out-wrestle his opponent in every sense of the word. And now, look at that. Cover, roll up. Milano getting some momentum going. And wait a minute, Chris Hero catches him. full Nelson now.
Now the hero of old would be in a cravat right now.
Yeah.
He'd probably be in his third cravat of the match right now.
And now takes him over. Again, we'd even see, like you said, a cravat in this situation. It was such a staple of Chris Hero's offense. You have to wonder why he hasn't gone back to those staples. But again, it's a new Chris Hero.
He's a star now.
That he is.
Or at least his ass is a star, or 3 of them.
Hero. And now, step over STF.
Maybe the advice I was giving Milano on the way here is working well for him.
You are the most accomplished manager in IWA history. You know what you're talking about. Milano now all the way over onto his feet. Is going for the roll-up. Chris Hero able to hold on to the top rope. The pace starting to quicken here now. Chris Hero. I see. He thought he outsmarted Milano, but really it turns out Milano outsmarted him.
I cannot believe this version of Chris Hero that we're seeing. You know, the Chris Hero of old would never have fallen for that.
And now look at this. Tying up Chris Hero in the bottom rope. This might be that rope paradise. He ties him up, and then a drop kick. I don't know, Milano distracted Bryce Remsburg. And now Chris Hero, he's all tied up, he can't get out. Milano now.
Mark, set, go.
Oh, drop kick right into the ribs.
And there's not as much padding on those ribs of Chris Hero as there used to be.
Absolutely not. Milano hits a signature.
Do those fans on the back wall know Japanese?
Yeah, well, I don't know, maybe. Milano certainly is able to get the momentum in this match, and Chris Hero now going to be on the run.
You can't outrun Superman.
And Chris Hero lured him in.
Girlfriend told me he's faster than a speeding bullet.
Oh, whoa. And now Chris Hero, he caught himself, was able to land on his feet, but momentum may have carried him all the way over to the floor.
Words come in, Ben Jordan, that we broke the 400 mark here tonight.
Yes. Fantastic news. One of the biggest events in IWA Mid-South history, and I'll be damned if it hasn't lived up.
So as I had said earlier, it might live up to be the largest crowd since the first Morris Mayhem show, and it has done that.
Bryce looking for someone. Hero, I think, may have injured himself when he went over the top rope.
That's very possible. Although, I don't trust Chris Hero.
Bryce, of course, a longtime friend up until recently of Chris Hero, showing some compassion. Now, what a shame it would be if Chris Hero was unable to continue.
Yes, that would just be such a tremendous shame.
Well, I mean, I want to see a great match, and it would be a shame to not get the chance to see Milano Collection AT get to wrestle an entire match. mean, this is our main event of the evening. You never want to see a guy get hurt, but it might be in the best interest of Chris Hero.
See, but I'm booked to do karaoke after this, and Chris Hero could wrestle for 4 hours if he's healthy. So injury could be a good thing here.
Chris Hero, obviously. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, and no. You said it. You called it from a mile away. Chris Hero not hurt as we originally thought.
Well, you see, there is one thing that I've learned in life. The world is not fair. There is no justice. So after what Hero did to Trik Davis tonight, I knew that there was no way that he had gotten what he deserved and was injured.
That's true. I fell for it. I thought he was legitimately hurt. Chris Hero, though, had us all fooled, except for, well, some of us fooled, I guess I should say.
He had Milano fooled.
And that was the most important person, really.
That's all you got to worry about fooling. Fool the foreign guy. That's not fair. The only foreign guy in IWA that should be fooled is Jan.
And Milano firing up here. Oh, and Chris Hero puts the brakes on with a poke to the eye. 1, 2, 3. Hero now brings Milano back to his feet. Right hand right on the ear.
And Hero has some of the hardest clubbing forearms in wrestling.
The 2005 Strong Style Tournament champion, Chris Hero. So you know he can strike with the best of them. And now, running back senton. 2. Just a 2.
Was that a stomp on the arm?
I believe so. One more time. And the crowd.
Why does Hero have to be such an ass?
No one knows. No one knows. If I could explain it, I guess I would be the smartest man in the world. Oh, and he just launches Milano out to the floor.
We're outside now. 2. What you got? What you got, Milano? How about, you're Italian. You know Tracy Smothers? 3.
Tracy Smothers.
That's another influence on the career of Chris Hero.
Tracy Smothers has been an influence on everybody's career that's come through the IWA.
And now Hero just stalking Milano. Of course, the last time these two had a singles match, it was last fall in Chikara. Chris Hero was able to defeat Milano Collection AT with a low blow. But of course, Milano was able to get a victory and eliminate Chris Hero from the Cybernetico in Chikara with that AT lock. So we know that both men know what it's like to defeat the other. Knows what it takes. Oh! And Milano.
That's some aggression.
Yeah.
I think he's a little pissed off about being tricked earlier.
And now a running start. Oh! Drop kick right in the face. And that's going to bring this Midlothian crowd to their feet. And rightfully so. Beautiful. Milano now looking to take advantage.
Well, it didn't bring everybody to their feet. I think the girls are a little shy to be getting on their feet after we suggested they take their clothes off and throw in the towel for next.
Oh! Hero able to catch Milano with a drop kick off the top.
That's a whole lot of ass to be dropping double knees onto Milano like that.
Without a doubt. Chris Hero in control here.
Fans getting on Chris Hero with the Monkey Boy chant. That started in Charlestown 2001, and Hero did not like being called a Monkey Boy at all.
Wow, very creative move there from Chris Hero. Not able to get the pin, however. Hero so methodical in everything he does. Thinking, he's always trying to think, you know, not just 1 or 2 moves ahead, but 5 to 10 moves ahead. He wants to try to be ahead of his opponent. But now, oh, headbutt right in the jaw.
Big kicks out of Hero. You know, Hero's kicks are almost as hard as his forearms.
Hero, since that drop kick on Milano off the top rope, he has been in control. Hero, you can hear him saying he wants to slow it down even more. Milano, though, fights to his feet. Kick in the stomach. And Hero with a right hand right in the solar plexus.
Again, tricking the foreign guy.
Chris Hero here in IWA Mid-South has been impressive as of late, but he has not been wrestling someone quite the caliber of Milano Collection AT, but he's really imposing his will on Milano at this point. Milano is in desperate need of a flurry of offense here. He needs to get an advantage back in this match.
You know, Hero's used every shortcut that he possibly can to get the advantage in this match. And, you know, I think Milano was expecting honest, on the up and up wrestling match when he got here tonight. And
a little bit of fighting spirit here from Milano. Oh, beautiful matrix. Oh! Whoa! He knocked Chris Hero into next week.
I don't know why they're stopping, but it sure ain't in the name of love. He just kicked him right in the ear.
Yes, he did, as hard as he could. Milano. This crowd clearly behind Milano Collection AT. They would love to see him victorious here in his IWA Mid-South debut. Repeated knife edge chops. Goes to reverse him off. Oh! Flying clothesline. Oh! Back senton of his own. And now Milano Collection AT climbs the ropes. Beautiful crossbody. 1, 2. No! Chris Hero able to get the shoulders off the mat.
You know, Hero's a big guy. It's going to take a lot to hold him down for 3 seconds. And right now, you know, Hero and Punk, they've wrestled 90 minutes. They've wrestled 60 minutes. You know, so Hero's got enough wind to where he can go the rest of the night if he had to. So you're going to have to do something big to hold him down to get this victory.
That's what Chris Hero likes to do. He wants to outlast his opponents. Beautiful neck breaker. 1, 2. No. Milano able to kick out. This crowd trying to rally behind Milano.
I think Hero's wasting way too much time here.
Really acting cocky here, and it may cost him. Oh, and now disrespectful slaps to the face. Oh, and now look at this. Beautiful flurry of slaps to the face of Chris Hero. And Hero tried to use their own move, that Matrix move himself. And this might be. Oh, look at that. He rolled him up into a ball. But Hero able to break free and get to the ropes.
Rolled him up into a ball to where Hero was sucking his own.
Come on, motherfucker!
I heard he was like that. I'm kidding if he hears that. Oh, we've seen him use the Step Valley driver, but Bryce caught in the way. And now, this could be it. I believe that is the AT lock, if I'm not mistaken. Not quite. No, it's not.
I give Milano.
Not exactly the submission he's looking for. I know he uses an arm submission. I know that the AT lock is an arm submission. Forgive me for not knowing exactly what this submission looks like.
Well, I think he had Hero beat with it, whatever it was.
But Bryce Remsburg was knocked down.
And Bryce has been the only ref not to get pile drove or chased around the building with a stick.
Yeah. The IWA referees having a rough go of it here tonight.
Low blow!
Blatant low blow. Bryce. Now, Hero throws him down to look at the cover. 1, 2, 2. No! Bryce Remsburg. Still feeling the effects. Yeah, still feeling the effects of those that getting clipped in the back of the head.
Slow count, but that's a place where justice was served because it was Hero that caused the injury on Bryce.
Hero to his feet first.
You piece of shit. What?
Milano to his feet. I don't think Hero realizes it. Worrying too much about Bryce. Oh! Super kick. Caught him right on the chin. And this. Oh, there it is. The Armani shoe exchange. Oh, he's used that to beat people in the past. And now, here it is. This is the AT lock. He's got it in, cinched in the middle of the ring. You can hear the fans. They want to see Chris Hero tap out. The AT lock cinched in.
Was that a... I thought that might have been a tap there from Hero.
Hero reaching. Oh, roaring forearm. Milano fires up. Oh! Oh, running mafia kick.
I don't know about you, Ben Jordan, but I'm running at this point. If I kick a guy like that,
and he turns around and yells at me?
Yeah, he turns around and yells at me, I'm crapping myself, and then I'm leaving.
Chris Hero has used that torture crab finisher in recent months. It's obviously what he's looking for here.
And look at how badly he has him bent in half.
The torture crab has won Chris Hero a number of matches.
And it takes so much energy to fight your way out of that, and he can't do it.
And now Milano finally unable to kick out. Chris Hero is victorious here at We're No Joke. I want to thank everyone. For Jim Fannin, I am Ben Jordan. Please visit Smart Mark Home Video as well as IWA-MidSouthWrestling.com.
Where are you going? Where do you think, Hero? Everybody going?
so